50 Cent concert?
Some shit
Some
happened,
shit happened. What happened at the 50 Cent concert?
Okay, listen. Okay, all right.
Hey, yo, welcome back to another episode of the Hours for Midnight Show. We got myself, Rav, and we got a special guest in the building called Rav, the chef.
I'm so excited.
Long time coming.
This
But
was
yeah,
actually like meant to be because my name ends in Rav and
Wow,
your name starts in Rav.
twins.
So look at that, full circle.
Love it.
Full circle
Rav
moment.
the chef.
How you doing, man? What's up?
I am doing great. I'm so excited to be here and just like,
That's
good
it. I'm
vibes.
excited to be here too.
Oh,
Right.
good.
That's it. I literally
Pulled up with the cake van, man. I know my parents like checking it out. They're like, what's this
Actually?
going?
That's
Yeah, man.
hilarious.
QR code on it.
They're
That's
like
sick.
scanning it.
repping everywhere she
Dude,
goes.
as I was saying before, like I had to get rid of the other car because I was like, what's the point of having two vehicles when I can just have a walking,
This economy,
rolling?
just have one car, literally.
Pardon?
Put anything you want in the back too. Cargo, put a
Exactly.
fucking sofa in the
It's
back.
great.
Put, like,
I've
food
slept
in the
there
back.
before.
Really? Van life? You did van life?
I had.
I don't know.
Just a little nap.
Oh,
Okay.
oh,
Yeah,
nap.
just a little
On
nap.
like the raw cargo floor. I sleep on the floor too, so maybe
no,
we
I
relate.
have a gumbo in there.
Oh, I sleep on the floor though.
Oh, what?
Like this type
Here.
of floor with like a carpet. Sometimes I sleep here, sometimes
What?
upstairs. But I always sleep on the floor, and I was
Is it like good for your back?
It's very good, I think. Yeah, I
Really?
always wake up early to like do Simran and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I remember I was telling someone the other day, like, yo, I sleep on the floor, and he was like, wait, like, do you have a house? Like, what do you mean? Are you okay?
Do you have a house?
It sounds
Do you
weird.
remember it?
I guess to us it's more
Yeah.
normal, but he wasn't like brown.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
what the fuck?
Oh,
Like, he
he
didn't
was
get
like,
it.
"Are you okay?"
Yeah, he's like, are you okay? Like, do you need help?
IKEA bed hat.
That's hilarious.
Oh my
But,
god.
yeah, it's nice. That's cool.
There
Van
you go,
naps.
man. But yo, before we get into it, yo, Just Cakes.
Woo.
Yeah,
We
put on
appreciate-
just cakes.
I brought all the eggless stuff for you.
Bro, look at all this.
Yeah.
You don't need much. You just need just
Just
cakes.
Just cakes.
What's your slogan? Yo,
What's your slogan?
It's actually create sweet memories.
Oh,
is our
that's okay. That's
slogan.
much better.
But-
That's much better.
We butchered your old thing.
It's okay. I was 16 when I made the name up.
Really?
And it just kind of stuck.
That's
yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's
let's start from there then.
Sure.
So you started the business when you were 16.
Yeah.
And what's been the journey from then to now?
Yeah.
Oh my
You
God.
probably tell it a lot, so it feels
I
repetitive.
do.
But just a quick.
I'll give a Spark Notes
Okay,
version.
yeah, we
So
kinda read,
I
yeah.
mean, you already did your research. But no, I was 16. Well, actually, a little bit before that, I started getting into cakes. I was a loser kid, right? I was super awkward,
Really?
loner.
Nah.
Yeah, no, trust me, I was. And I got into baking. My mom brought home like a kit from Michael's one day, and me and my sister both made a cake from it. And my sister hated it. I loved it. I was so obsessed. I would watch like Food Network from then on,
Yeah?
Cake Boss. I was like obsessed with it. YouTube for like 4 hours a day. I was just like, so like invested in that.
Yeah.
And then I started just practicing. And slowly but surely, I took like cake orders on for friends and family.
Wow.
My dad, who is also a serial entrepreneur, owns a great business.
Yeah, my dad too.
Oh,
That's
sick.
good. They're
That's
always talking
awesome.
about like, yo, you get taxed like 30%.
Exactly. You learn,
you're literally
right?
taking L's, yeah.
Totally. So he asked me, he's like, I'm going to get some business cards made for you.
Yeah.
And he's like, what do you want to name your business? And I was like, well, I just make cakes, so call it Just Cakes. He's like,
Yeah.
hey, make me a logo. So I went on Paint. Remember
Oh my
Paint?
God.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I
yeah,
made
yeah.
my first
Dude,
logo
some
on
people
Paint.
still use Paint. Paint
That's
is so easy.
What?
You could draw whatever in there.
Actually?
I used to, when I was also a bored loner kid.
Yeah.
And I would never have games on my computer. I would
Yeah.
just have Microsoft Paint.
And
I would-
Solitaire?
Yeah. I was gonna say the fucking card game.
Free
That
Cell?
shit.
Do you remember Free Cell?
No, I don't remember.
That was a
Free
good
Cell.
game.
Yeah,
Solitaire
that's
was
insane.
also good.
Yeah, Solitaire was good. I thought I was like straight gambling.
Like, where's the money?
Yeah,
But
that's sick.
yeah, so my dad made me a bunch of business cards, and that's like where the name came from.
Yeah.
And then slowly I like kind of built my confidence in my skills and everything. And then eventually I went to UBC, and then at UBC I lived in the dorms, right? In the first year, and there was no kitchen there. And that's when I really realized like how much this meant to me. Like it was more than just making cakes.
There's no kitchen in there. You
There,
just lived
there,
in.
it was like a communal
Oh, I
kitchen, but you
remember. I've
don't.
seen those.
Yeah, you don't get like an oven or whatever else, right? At least I know now, like it's a little different. But in the dorms I lived in, there was literally nothing. So I would come home on the weekends and like bake because of my sanity, like you know.
Yeah.
So in my second year, from when I graduated, then I got an apartment with a friend and had a small kitchen in there, and that's how like the business actually started. So I would start taking like an order or two every single weekend. By the end of my UBC career, I was like literally running a full-time business. It was
That's
crazy.
insane.
Like I went from doing, 1 or 2 weddings in my first summer of doing weddings to my last year at UBC. That summer, I took on 113 weddings.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
It was
By yourself?
by myself.
Yeah.
I
No,
was by myself hustling from a basement kitchen.
Different.
Yeah,
Different
It
beast.
was
literally built
wild.
different.
It was
Different.
wild.
You're different, yo.
Yeah, it was
Honestly, like I just think I do have the capacity. Like I think everyone has the potential to be that level of like
Yeah, yeah. Me
hustle,
too.
like mentality. You just need
Yeah.
to tap into it.
Yeah. Mhm.
And I feel lucky that I've been able to tap into it so early on in my
Yeah.
life.
I think the
Yeah.
hardest part is almost the mindset.
It is.
That
It's
grind
the
set, putting in that
100%.
work. Because otherwise, there's so many tests along the way. Like you
Totally.
probably had many tests.
Dude, I still do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And,
Like, yeah.
It's nuts. It's so hard. People drop out at every stage. But man, if you can nail that mindset,
Yeah.
it's like a matter of time, right?
Exactly.
so sick. You probably never saw it going that way in first year.
Never.
Like, you probably imagine getting a degree, getting
Yep.
whatever, 9 to 5, I don't
Yep.
know. And then look at you now.
It's
Nuts.
actually like when I reflect back, and even on my walk earlier today, I was actually thinking about this, right? I was thinking
Yeah.
about today and all that kind of stuff. Like, I can't believe that we're here. Like, it's
Yeah.
insane to me.
neither.
I was at a point in my life where, I wanted to take my own life, like back when in high school, right?
Yeah.
And going from that and knowing how that feels to like now building a business and a community and like being able to provide for 30 plus employees right now,
Yeah.
it like blows my mind. And
Yeah,
like
yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
you get into that like maybe I'm not built for this, but I'm like, no, like look at what you've done and
Yeah.
give yourself props, right?
100%.
And that's so hard for I think just anyone in general to do is give yourself props where they're deserved, right?
Yeah.
Like be your own best friend.
Yeah.
I think that's a huge like lesson for me, especially in this whole journey is just you have to learn how to be your best friend.
Yeah,
You have
that's
to be
a
there for
huge like
yourself.
life thing in
Yeah.
general. Because otherwise, you're always looking for peace in other people. You're always like,
Exactly.
"Yo, can we please hang out?"
Totally.
It's like, no, can that? You should be able to have a great time on a walk
On
by
your own.
yourself.
Yeah.
But it's harder done than said.
100%.
That makes sense, But
Yeah.
it's like practice.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
It's like-
Definitely.
I wanted to say, right? So, like, you obviously grinding out these cakes that summer,
Yeah.
right? Be honest with me. How much caffeine did it take to do 130 cakes in
Dude.
one summer?
Yeah, that
like, what's
shit's
your caffeine
crazy.
take looking like, bro?
Back then,
Yeah.
4 to 5 cups a day, easy. Because
Really?
I was
Oh, that's
doing,
sick.
like, I had a full course schedule. I did my degree in 4 years.
What'd you do? In
Psychology.
Okay.
Yeah. And so my course schedule was usually like a 9 to 4 kind of thing. And then I would, bus home and be home by like 5. And I would grind 5 p.m. to like 4 a.m. That was my schedule.
5 p.m. to 4 a.m. I
4
like that
a.m.
schedule. I'm
Yeah.
a night owl too.
5 p.m., 4
Yeah.
a.m. I'm total night owl. But so 5 p.m. to
Holy.
4 a.m. And then I would wake up and go be back in class at like 9 a.m.
So you sleep like 4 hours?
Yeah,
3
back
hours?
then.
3 hours?
3
4?
to 4 hours. Yeah,
Yeah, 3 to 4
that
hours.
That was normal. Like that was just normal.
That's the life I like too. You like all the
Really?
things you've done. I like that. Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know,
always
but
on
you
that.
burn out. You
I don't
totally
know,
burn
yo.
out.
Now and then, like every 2 weeks, I would sleep for like 12 hours.
Yeah.
Like before, and when I was in school, like when we started this podcast, I would be like studying till like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
and then we're doing a podcast at like 10 a.m.
That's wild.
And then I would just sleep for like 2 hours. But like the caffeine
Yeah.
helps.
It
a
does
lot.
help, but then it does catch up to you. So I'm
Yeah.
almost 30, man. I catch
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
okay? Like I was, what was I gonna say? I was in the mindset. I was like, sleep is for the weak.
Me
I don't
too,
want to
same.
be that.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
me too.
like Mamba mentality.
Yeah.
I'm not like that. I'm built different. Like telling myself all this stuff, and then
Yeah.
I burnt out. Like I burnt out multiple times throughout the journey.
like hard,
so
yeah.
now I'm like, okay, no, I need my sleep. I need my water.
Yeah.
I need like a plan, and then
Yeah.
attack it. Right?
Yeah.
Like I don't want to attack it blindly anymore. I think I've done that too much.
Yeah.
I was just listening to a podcast with Tim Grover, so MJ's and Kobe's trainer. So I actually have do you know his book Relentless?
Yeah.
I've
seen
Dude,
it.
it's amazing. So I have it tattooed right here.
Nice.
And that's like my like Bible. Like honestly, if I could consider something like my like holy grail of
Yeah.
like how to get back into that mindset, it's that book.
When you're
And
burnt out.
Pardon?
Like when you're burnt out.
When I'm burnt out, or
Yeah.
just anytime when I need a lift, right?
cool.
Yeah.
So in this podcast episode, he was saying what a lot of people do is they chase the win, but they forget to sit in the loss when
Yeah.
that happens.
Yeah.
You have to be able to sit in your loss, like whenever you lose something, and realize why you lost, right? Otherwise, you're gonna continue making the same mistake over and over. If you just pick yourself up and try again without understanding why you lost, you're gonna get back into into a place of loss or win by fluke, and then you don't have a plan or a strategy, right?
100%.
So it was like that was kind of like such a light bulb moment for me, and I was like, okay, yeah, I need to stop like thinking I need to have all the answers.
Yeah.
And when I do lose, I need to realize what answers I didn't have that I'm getting taught right now.
Yeah.
And then
that's
go
good.
forward.
That's
Yeah.
good. Because
Yeah.
sometimes like working so hard puts you into like a state of ignorance.
Oh, totally.
Or you think like just work hard and the results will come. But
Exactly.
in reality, like what if you do half the work but you're critical of yourself?
Totally.
And then you just spend your time way better.
Exactly.
I really feel that, yeah.
It's
That's
like
crazy
working
advice.
smarter versus
Yeah.
working
I'm gonna read
harder.
the
I think
book.
there needs to, pardon?
I'm gonna read the book.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I've probably read it 5 times now. And every time, like, you walk away with something a little bit different. And it's just like, it kind of just reinvigorates you a little bit. Yeah.
Have you read the book 48 Laws of Power?
No.
Fuck that book,
Dude,
man.
that
I
book
hate
is
that shit.
book is dude. I've been reading it.
Yeah.
That book is like actually so fucked.
Okay,
Well, it's just
I'm
about
gonna put that on my
manipulating
It's
list.
people.
legit all manipulation.
But I don't believe
That's-
that. I think I'll ultimately win in life with a good heart,
Yeah.
in a way better way than someone
Yeah.
who follows that shit.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, their book's actually fucked up though.
Actually?
It's
Like,
yeah,
what
it's
do you
like,
mean? Can you give me an
so it's like-
example?
yeah. So one of the things will be like, there's power in not being there all the time. So like, hype someone up that you're really there for them, and then when they need you the most, like, be absent, and then they'll miss you so much more, and in their head,
Damn.
you'll have more power.
That's some
So
like
it's-
relationship mind games too.
Yeah.
yeah. It's like fully like that's everything
Wow.
You know they banned it from what's called jails, like from
No
prisons. Yeah, you
way.
can't read it in prisons. They don't give it to the inmates because
Wow.
it's literally too dangerous.
It's like psychological like
Yeah.
manipulation. Wow.
Yeah.
It's actually
That's so
fucked, bro. Like
interesting.
the reason someone told me to read it, not for the
Yeah.
aspect of learning how to do it, but to
Yeah.
protect myself from it happening to me.
Interesting.
Which I was
That's
like,
an
okay.
interesting perspective.
Right, so then I was like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
I'm still in the process of reading, but holy man, like
Yeah.
you read it, it gets very cynical,
Really?
super cynical, yeah. Because you're like, because you man, I was on the same way, like fuck that. I'm even like, oh fuck
Yeah.
this fuck, right? But like,
Wow.
it is good to know like when, because
Yeah.
I can pick up on it now. When some people start saying, some people
Interesting.
Well,
talk
you
shit,
think
you pick up
everybody
on it.
else read that book and they're literally following that strategy? I don't think so.
Interesting.
I don't think it's just bad people.
Some people do it subconsciously though, without realizing they're following
They
a lot
do.
of powers. But
They
if
do.
you know what it is, because knowledge is power, right?
Yeah.
You know what they're doing, you can kind of prepare yourself for it.
Wow, that's so interesting.
Yeah. So I would recommend the read, but
Okay.
not for
I wouldn't
not to-
recommend it.
I don't know, man.
I
I'm a
wouldn't get into
Scorpio.
all that shit.
I'm a Scorpio,
I
it's
have a
crazy.
little bit of a villain mentality to me, so.
Yo, do you
Yeah,
believe in
yeah.
the whole like
No,
astrology
I
shit?
really don't. But I
Yeah.
do kind of like I'm not an astrology girl at all. But
Yeah.
it's interesting that like a lot of the traits that are associated with Scorpios, like I'm like that's me, man.
I think they're so
Like,
generalized.
I know, but there's certain Scorpio things. Like I could see myself being a villain, like 100%.
Really?
Like yeah.
So you could be like Thanos, just kill like half the planet. Like you could do that.
I don't know about that.
Like snap your fingers after.
I
it's
don't know
done.
about that,
Nah,
but
man.
I feel like I can get myself to a really dark place
Okay.
where I'm very manipulative.
Really?
Yeah, I can control people.
Did you write the 48 Laws of Power?
I haven't read it, but I know I have.
Yeah.
I do have the capacity to do that. If
Okay.
someone tests me,
Yeah.
I will.
Damn.
Like I know that about myself. Like
wild.
I do have a dark side.
See,
I
but
do.
That's good that you realize it, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
100%.
Self-awareness is value, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So
Being self-aware is like I think one of
Yeah.
the things a lot of people lack.
For sure.
So if you are self-aware, like I think
Yeah.
you can get way farther in life, right?
I think astrology to an extent is kind of real because one thing that changed my mind on it is
Yeah.
that if you look at it, it's all just essentially like how the planets were the day
True.
you were born, right?
Yeah.
And then if you look at full moons, like crime in North America spikes on full moons.
that's so interesting.
Because people say like on a full moon day that energy will make like the bad side of you
Yeah.
or the good side, mostly the bad side,
Yeah.
just come out so much more stronger.
Interesting.
Whatever type of person you are.
Have
And
you?
then-
Yeah. Go ahead.
No,
Sorry.
that's it. It's crazy. So then I was thinking about like these planets that are like millions of kilograms
Yeah.
and like you gravity energy and stuff. And I don't know. I'm not saying it's the Bible. I think you can still get out of your horoscope. Like if it says you're fucked, you're not fucked. But
Yeah, that's
it
true.
has a
That's
truth
true.
to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no like I believe somewhere in the middle of like a written destiny versus like you control your own life. Like I don't know.
Yeah. 'Cause
I
the thing
don't-
is that you control your own life is like what happens when things are outside your control. And
That's
you just get
true.
fucked.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
You're
true.
just like shredded. You're like, oh man, this bad thing happened to me. I'm done.
Yeah.
But then if you kind of believe in both, it's the best place to be.
I don't know. Like yeah, I think largely I have a very like external locus of control versus internal locus of control versus external. Do you know what that means?
No.
So internal locus of control is you control your destiny. External is someone else controls your destiny, like God or whatever. So very religious people can be said to have a very external locus of control. It's a spectrum. It's not a one or the other, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I feel like my internal locus of control is very high, and my external is like middle. Like I believe in God, I believe in the universe and attraction and law of attraction and manifestation and all that. So for that to be true, I need to be able to believe in both.
Balance, right?
Yeah.
I always thought it was like 50-50 because I was like, yo, if I don't work hard for shit, but I'm kind of blessed, I'm not going to be successful. Or like I know people that worked so hard and then they just got dicked with like one bad deal and it like really messed them up.
Yeah.
So then I was like, yo, it probably goes both hand in hand. You should probably work your ass off and then also pray. And then for me, that's worked really good.
True. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, keep doing what you're doing.
You know why I don't fuck with astrology, yo?
What?
Because I'm a Gemini, right? So everyone...
That, as he says, I don't fuck with the astrology. He totally says.
No, because you know why I don't. So I don't believe in any of this shit.
Yeah.
Right? If I'm being honest with you, like to an extent, like how Manrov is, I'm kind of the same way as Manrov. But the thing is, every time any girl asks me like, "Yo, what are you?" I'm like, "I'm a Gemini." Instantly, you're two-faced. I'm like, "What do you mean?"
Really? That's the stereotype.
What? I don't know. I don't know about. I don't know that much.
I'm like, yo, like what? Like what? Where is this coming from?
Yeah, and then you get all the memes and stuff.
Yeah, it's all the memes and stuff.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah.
I grew out of the memes. I remember like my grade 7 teacher on like the first day of school, Mr. Kaufman.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll cut that out. I don't really care though. But I remember like I came in this guy's class and he was like, "When's your birthday?" And I told him my birthday is June 21.
Yeah.
And he's like, "That day, Minrab, it's on the cusp of Gemini and Cancer. It means you have great qualities from both." And then I thought I was like the fucking chosen one for like so long. But like I actually grew up and I looked into it and
That's
it's like
hilarious.
if you're on the border of a horoscope, you get like all the shit.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
See, that's so interesting. That kind of brings to mind like a self-fulfilling prophecy. When someone tells you something and then you start believing it, like you said, you believe you're the chosen one, and then your life kind of creates itself around that.
Let's get it.
So interesting.
It was like,
He gets a cut of my what's that shit called when you die?
Royalties? Oh, Will?
Oh yeah, he gets a cut. He gets 10%.
nah, man, he's gonna be done before you, man.
No, you never know how it goes in life.
Oh man, that's hilarious. That's so funny.
Oh my god. Sign over all your rates,
Yeah,
man.
I
Oh my
thought it was like
goodness.
something inheritance. Yeah, he's
Bro,
not like
you
my.
did anything for you, man.
Yeah, all right. My
माँ
boy.
पे नु पाल पे तू टीचर से नाल दौड़ पड़ा है like the fuck man
No.
like chill out man alright yo one thing while we were gonna I know you were excited Rav is like texting us like all day yesterday like just like yo 50 Cent concert
shit
some shit happened
man.
what happened at the 50 Cent concert
Okay, listen. Okay, all right.
We're listening. We're at the T.
oh we need the
Listen.
tea we need the tea
So I was in my seats were 300 level, right? Like shit nosebleed seats.
Yeah.
We're in side view, so even shittier. But we get there and I get a clear view of backstage and front stage. So I see what's happening backstage. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So 50 Cent's on. He's doing his thing. He's in a baby blue sweatsuit. Okay. He's finishing up. This is how we do.
Yeah.
He goes. I have videos too, not of whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, he's singing his thing. He goes to the backstage side, the side closest to me. So I see this happening, right? There's like a screen that separates the front stage to the backstage.
Yeah.
So he goes behind the screen. So he's standing there. All of a sudden, you see 50 Cent run down the stairs backstage, bodyguard comes, brings them, they run off. At the same time, another man in the same blue sweatsuit goes up center stage, goes on stage and starts singing PIMP.
God, no way.
Yeah.
That's insane. You
I
swear?
know.
No.
I swear to God, I wasn't
Same
the only one that
outfit.
saw it. Same
Yeah.
outfit. I wasn't the only one that saw it.
Wait,
The
for
two
real?
girls next to me,
Yeah.
they saw it too. They're like, "Did you just see that?" And
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, I just
Oh,
saw that."
shit.
And we're like, and I'm on Reddit for like 5 minutes after. I'm like, I'm missing the concert, but like, dude, just 50
You're, like,
Cent
posting it,
clone.
right? Like, yeah,
I'm
what
like,
the
what
heck?
the hell? And dude, like
What the
literally,
fuck?
I have the video of him singing. This is how we do. It's like you
What if
can
that was
see
a
him.
fake one and the second guy was a real one?
Sure.
Who
Who
knows?
knows? Who
Yeah,
knows,
there's a
right?
real one.
And then, but like, yeah, you see him, and it's like there's only one person on stage
As far
with a
as we know.
sweatsuit, right?
Yeah.
And then he comes backstage. They do the switcheroo, and then he comes and does PIMP. This is a 10-second, like not even like
What
in
the
transition
fuck?
music,
Like, hella
10
smooth.
seconds,
Yeah.
and he goes up and does PIMP, and I'm like sitting there. I'm like, what the
God
hell just
damn.
happened?
Yeah.
Bro.
Because that's not normal.
he is pretty old so like
Yeah,
maybe he
he's
got tired
48.
maybe he got tired and was just
Yeah,
like yo,
exactly. Like honestly, I would
Performing is intense as hell.
If
Yeah.
I could have a clone, I 100% would do it.
I want to get a freaking clone. What if you
Yeah.
kill someone and then you get arrested?
No,
Who knows about this guy?
If I know that they're exactly like ditto copy.
You're literally
me.
the fucking villain on the other side. Though.
Yeah,
What if
but
they're
you
your
got a dark
alternate
side
personality?
personality.
No, man. If you can clone a dog right now for 50K, what
Yeah.
tells you that you can't clone a human being?
You can. You probably just can't control them, and then they'll do
I
their
don't
own
know,
thing.
man.
free will man
I don't know, man.
What if they get married and then like their partner
True.
tries like being with you? Like that's so
You're
weird.
right,
Like,
but what if they cage their clone?
the cage?
What if they cage them? like
Yeah,
a
that's
dog.
true.
What
Yeah,
if they keep it
yeah,
like a
yeah.
pet?
But what if
You
they
just
mix
think about it.
what if
That's
they-
true.
what if they-
Think about
what if
it.
they mix
At
up
that
the
point, like,
clone?
who gives a fuck? You're just like a clone.
What if they mix up the clone with the real person? Then they keep
Exactly. So then
No,
they don't
no.
know.
You tattoo him like a cow. Like,
Yeah,
you put a print
sure.
on him.
Yeah, you can
Like-
put a tattoo.
Bro, you're not
Yeah.
gonna print them,
Yeah,
man.
you
That's
are. You can print
wild.
them.
That's
but-
wild.
okay, at this point, clones aren't people because we're locking them up in cages, right?
I don't know,
So you
man.
Why are we?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know,
I would
man.
only live in that universe if it's like
So
that.
wait, that's the happened.
It was
50.
wild. It was wild.
And no
Yeah.
one else clocked this, eh? Like,
Dude,
'cause
I
you
got
were
a
like-
DM today because I posted it on my story, and then she was on the opposite side, and she was like, "Rav, I saw the same shit, but like throughout the show, I saw some other doubles and stuff like that. She
Holy shit.
saw some other instances."
There's like 50-50.
Dude, that's crazy.
That's
Or like maybe the
wild.
same
Bro,
two
that's-
switching.
Yeah.
What if there's like 5 of them?
Yeah, like 5-6. What if it's just like triplets? And they're all
Oh
hired?
my
They all got a
god!
job for life.
As a businessman, that's a very smart idea.
Bro took
You
many
can get,
men
like-
seriously.
He took a many of that seriously.
That's actually a good one.
Oh, that was.
Oh
Hey,
my
good
god.
time.
Oh my god! Wow,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
amazing.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, man.
I love the guy. He's amazing. That's my childhood right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
I've read every single one of his books. Oh no, except for one. And like watched Power. I love that show too.
Yeah, yeah.
So good. He's so smart. And like, did you know that when he did like club events and stuff, he actually doesn't drink or smoke? It's all an
Really?
act.
Not at all?
It's all an act.
That's sick.
Yeah, he did in the beginning.
My boy.
He did in the beginning,
Yeah.
and then he was like, "No, like this shit's not for
It's
me."
not me, yeah.
And yeah, he doesn't drink or
Oh,
smoke.
that's
It's
just
literally an act. It's a persona
Yeah.
to make money.
So then he probably doesn't give a shit about getting stunt doubles
No,
or whatever.
dude,
Yeah.
I
don't give a fuck, bro.
fuck.
He's already
I
in it.
don't even think it's surprising that
Yeah,
that
yeah.
happens, right? Like
Yeah.
there's that shit about Kanye and him having
Yeah,
a
and him
clone.
having a clone.
Who
But
knows?
now,
Then how makes you trip out? Because do all the rappers have clones?
no, they're probably not clones, man. I just know, like, with Hollywood, you can get those masks and then you put makeup around them.
I don't know.
And you, like, glue it on your skin, right? And so
I
they
didn't
probably
think
just look
about
similar.
that.
And then you
I just
blend
went
it.
straight to conspiracy.
Dude, that's literally like
She like me for real?
yeah.
I just went straight
to the sci-fi.
conspiracy.
No, I watched the Korean drama and the whole good time. The guy
Wow.
was just dressed up as a different guy with the mask and the
No
makeup on.
way.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks just like skin.
You know what's fucked up? I've just thought of this.
Yeah.
So you know how these guys do all these tours and they're like countrywide tours or North America wide
Yeah.
tour, right? And it's like 50, like Drake, for example, bro.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
every
yeah,
single
yeah,
night
yeah.
back to back for like
Yeah,
50
man.
shows, right?
I don't
do you
see it.
Do you really think this guy's not gonna be like, yo, my voice is gone or I'm
Yeah,
tired?
exactly.
Bro, he's like
Doesn't make
42.
sense.
That guy's like
It
38 now too. Like,
doesn't
Yeah.
make sense, man.
because
I
at
don't
that
know how
point,
they
because
do it.
Shit's fishy.
Yeah.
bro,
shit's
because here's the thing,
fishy.
you know they're not sleeping properly. You know they're not eating properly.
No.
You know they're partying afterwards
Yeah.
too. So like, you really think they're gonna hop off the jet, hop right into a concert,
Yeah.
perform, and then still be like, yo, I'm chilling to go?
I mean, I don't know. I think they might be.
Definitely
I don't know.
It might be.
really.
I'm just.
I don't know,
I'm just
man.
conspiracy theorying at this point with
Yeah.
Rav.
Yeah.
But, 50
I'm
Cent
feeding into
shit's
Rav's
crazy.
conspiracy theory.
Oh man.
That's wild though, eh? 50
It was
Cent.
crazy.
Well, like,
I
I
saw
thought they would
it.
just hide it. They could just hide it. Like, why they do it in plain sight?
Well, because this is my theory about why they're doing it in plain sight, because it doesn't fucking matter anymore. Because I
Yeah.
think
He's
it
old,
is
right?
like it's plausible that this shit
Yeah, yeah,
happens,
yeah.
and this is the way it gets into the norm.
How much do you
right?
pay for the ticket to see like
$200?
fake 50 Cent?
You paid 200 to see fake
Oh, it's
50.
not
Dude,
bad.
200 bucks.
I mean, yeah, it's not bad.
Oh, this is not
it's
Pachi
like you got
Cent.
like
It's basically I saw
4 seats.
Pachi Cent, man.
Yeah,
Twice.
yeah.
That's
cent,
You
yeah.
saw 5
That's
stuff.
about 5-10 cents. If you not tip, yeah. Imagine you had like floors and the guy's mask just falls off.
Dude, but it was so good. Like it was such a
was
good
a good
vibe
time,
or whatever.
yeah.
I just
Yeah.
could see like, okay, this makes sense. He has a clone.
The
Yeah.
fact that no one else probably like knew, like, because all the
damn.
people at the back knew, right?
Fuck.
So
Yeah,
that's
no
fucked.
one
So imagine
else
you didn't
knew.
get those seats. You would have been like, yo, let's pay.
I know, literally.
I mean, like in your head, it's the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
that's
mean,
right,
right.
yeah, like
Yeah, yeah.
I'll show you the videos after. Like even like the singing voice is slightly different, but maybe I'm in my head now and I'm like, that's fucking different.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know.
maybe, who knows?
I don't know. So after 50,
Yeah.
we went to Parlor in
Yeah.
Yaletown, right?
Yeah.
So we're sitting there, we're eating, all that kind of stuff. And my friend Raman, her name is Raman, she goes to the bathroom. She's the lineup of the bathroom. And have you been to Parlor? So it's like all sex bathrooms. So it's like it's just
Yeah,
like
yeah,
4
okay.
bathrooms and there's
Yeah.
a line, right? And then so she's in the line, and then a group of like brown guys came up to her. They're like they're doing cocaine in the bathroom, and they're like, "Hey, do you wanna?" I don't even know what it's called.
A line? Do you wanna
Snort a line or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And she's like,
wild.
"No, I don't do drugs."
Yeah.
And she's like, he has like a rolled paper in his hand, right?
Yeah.
She notices a logo on the rolled paper, and she's like, "Wait, what is that in your hand?" He unrolls it. It's my business card.
What the?
It's the Just
fuck?
Cakes business
That's
card
insane.
that he's using to snort fucking cocaine.
Where do you fucking get it from?
So
You've given it
then
out at
she
the-
looks. She was like, "What the fuck? Can I have the business card?"
Yeah.
And
What
then
are you
so she
doing?
looks in the bathroom. They're all on the fucking floor.
Oh my
And I'm like,
God.
"Who are these people
shit.
that have all my business cards? And then I remember a couple weeks ago, I was at the Scott Road location, and a group of guys came in and took a stack of business cards. And I was like, that was so weird.
That's so weird. Yeah.
Why did you take a stack of business
and
cards?
then you randomly, it's a small world. That's insane.
I was like, what?
Everybody for
What
cocaine?
the fuck?
Why would you do that?
Thank you for the free advertisement, but I don't condone substance abuse. Like, what?
Bro,
It's just cakes, not just cocaine.
yeah, legit.
Like, it's not
Just drugs, man.
I didn't even roll up a card like that.
Oh my God, I was like,
Wow.
Are your business cards even able to like roll up like that?
I guess so,
Yeah, I
man.
guess so.
I don't
Because I
know.
don't think they're pretty like
They're pretty hefty.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Who does that? That's
That's
insane.
I know, it was wild.
What a wild
Yeah.
weekend.
It was such a wild
literally
weekend. I'm
it
like,
was
what
wild
the? I was
weekend.
like, can I meet these individuals
Yeah,
and
what
have
are you
a
guys
talking
doing?
to, please?
Bro saw many men at the concert and many men doing cocaine with their cards.
So wild.
I'm running
so
this joke into the ground.
crazy.
I'm running this
Oh
joke
my
into
God,
the
man.
ground.
That's actually
Yeah, and also I will say before anyone says, "Oh, you were drunk," da 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 da. I don't drink, so I saw that shit in real
Yeah,
life.
literally, just your cards.
because even everyone's like, or like on my story, they're like, "Oh no, how like drunk were you?" Da da da. I'm like, I don't drink, so
Yeah,
I
so
wasn't
what do you
drunk.
mean?
It's the typical
It's just
like,
like-
assumption of like, oh, you're a
Yeah,
brown
it's like
girl.
no,
Yeah, yeah, like, that couldn't
I saw
happen.
this happen.
Fucking business
Don't
cards.
discredit me.
Yeah.
Don't discredit me. It's crazy. Don't take me like Reddit, man.
Yeah.
I looked at business owner.
Yeah, man.
That's all- that's all
Don't put
I
it
have.
down like
I
that.
saw it happen with oh 2 eyes. But
Yo,
yeah,
believe me.
wild.
Yo, we
man.
need to be one day in the future. I think what they need to make is like the auto replay feature, like just in your, like in your eye or something, like a.
What do you
on
mean?
your ankle.
Like,
I think in your on your
What?
ankle. They need to do that.
Why?
Because bro,
That's so
think about it.
weird,
You can
man.
get,
How fucked
you
up
can
is
get
it,
out of
bro?
crime. Think about it.
But
Someone
hey,
framing
public.
you
Oh,
for
that's
something.
true too.
Like
actually,
you're always
yeah.
recording, but then you might as well just go live in a country like China where everything's surveilled and shit. I don't
That's
want people to always be
wild.
recording you.
That's
so
that
nuts.
would be so
What if I just
depressing.
fucking
Yeah.
cross the street or something?
No, I was
Yeah.
just thinking about it in like
What if I
crime
just like
sense.
give someone a dirty look and then I'm on fucking TikTok? God damn, I can't do shit anywhere.
Dude, you can't do shit anymore anyway. Okay, there's
Speaking-
no diversity of thought in this
yeah.
world
What, really?
anymore.
No, is there? I think
Yeah.
there's
There
diversity
is
thought in this
no
room.
diversity of thought in North America. Hell
Yeah.
no.
Like in what way?
That I mean that there's this like woke culture.
He's so passionate.
No,
I
the
hate-
whole culture's alive, but the opposition's live too.
No,
Right?
sure, but I guess maybe the media portrays the like the more like woke
Yeah,
culture,
yeah.
and there's like yes, I understand like the human rights movements and stuff. That's a whole different story, right? But what I don't appreciate is when you try to debate someone on something. It could be anything.
Yeah.
It could be anything, and you don't side with the majority. You're automatically written off or automatically canceled or whatever else.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you
yeah,
need to
yeah,
be
yeah.
able to have debate. You need to
Yeah.
be able to have healthy discussion.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And but people don't do that anymore, right?
Yeah.
It's always there. Like dichotomy in view shouldn't exist,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
If I
It should
need-
be
yeah,
a gray. It should be a gray area.
Yeah.
It's a scale. It's a spectrum. It's not this or that, right? So I don't know.
I think a lot of people just hold their views to themselves. Like I could have a lot of views, but if I meet someone at
True.
school or work or something, then I'll be like, if they say something I don't agree with, maybe if I don't know them well, I'll just be like, oh, whatever, yeah, that's sick, man.
That's what I mean. It's like, but you don't
Yeah, you
you
don't
don't
wanna,
find
like-
the need to be like, no,
Yeah.
you're wrong, and let me
Yeah,
tell you
yeah.
why you're wrong, and let me tell everyone to not trust you because you're wrong because you don't agree with
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
That's
Like,
what I don't
fucked
like.
up.
That's what I don't
Yeah,
like.
that's true.
Yeah.
The cancellation thing, I think, is not as bad anymore.
It's
though.
not.
But before it was insane.
It
Like
was
you couldn't
insane.
say shit.
No,
But
Yo,
cancel
but now it's
culture,
like-
I feel like doesn't like actually exist. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a 1 or 2
It's
day
like, can
thing.
the person be canceled?
Yeah,
Like if
yeah.
you don't give a shit,
Yeah.
people literally forget the next day. I was
That's
literally,
true.
I was literally reading
True.
like Foot Locker posted a TikTok where they're like, we don't let our employees sit, and it was supposed to be funny, right? But then it wasn't funny. Like everybody started
Yeah.
canceling them. They're like, yo, take this shit down.
Damn.
And so they took the video down, and 3 days later they posted just like an ad or something.
Yeah.
And no one cared. Like everybody forgot.
Nobody cares.
Literally 0 people cared.
Yeah.
Like not your
No-
cap.
nobody
The
cares.
internet, like everybody's attention span is so fucked. You
Yeah,
can't-
It is fine.
they move on pretty quick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like I think
true.
we should just start saying what we feel now.
Yo,
It's
I
like
think
that-
so
it's
too.
like that time,
I
right?
think so too.
It
You
is
know
what
what?
it is.
Let's start right now.
Yeah.
What-
what
one
are you
thing-
gonna say? Don't just say some like hateful shit right now. Like fucking like.
Don't cancel me, please.
No.
I'm nice.
So you obviously go to the gym, the Good Life, right? And
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring this up because I think this is hilarious. You could probably relate
Okay.
to this. Everyone, right, is obviously trying to do like social media and stuff, which is great. I applaud it. I think it's
Yeah.
amazing, right? One thing that I feel like a lot of people do now is they like at the gym, they just set up tripods everywhere and they just try to catch you lacking. Like just like
What?
like they'll be like, oh, this guy stared at me, or this person did this at me, right?
Oh my god!
Right?
Hey, who's that guy? Something swole.
Joey Swole.
Yeah, he posts this shit.
Yeah, he calls people up for it a lot. But
Yeah.
I swear to God, I've been seeing guys at the gym. They'll like look up at the ceiling, walking
Man.
out like this, or look down, walking like this. It's so funny, just because they
It's
don't
so
want to get caught off by
ridiculous.
this like tripod thing.
Like, sure, as a woman, like
Yeah.
you do kind of have like a little bit of like you're looking over your shoulder just to make
100%,
sure, right?
100%,
But
yeah.
most people aren't there for that. Like in my
Yeah.
opinion, like maybe I'm being naive.
Yeah.
Maybe I just don't get that type of attention. I don't know.
Everybody does.
But like what I mean is like I don't know, man. Give people the benefit of the
Yeah.
doubt, right?
Well, like I'd be at the gym and I'd just be
Yeah.
mugging myself in the mirror, just like
yeah, well,
working
that's
out.
the thing.
And
You're
I'm-
focused in your own
Yeah,
zone,
yeah,
and you
yeah.
hope everyone else is in their own zone too. Like, why
Yeah.
are you there?
But you know what's funny about this? So one of my friends was like in the corner of the gym, right? And I'm just like staring at, like I'm just staring at myself doing my
Yeah.
set or whatever. And I get a snap like 20 seconds later, and I'm on my break a check. It's just me just looking just choked, just like working out.
like that, that's it.
And I'm like, if this guy TikToked
Sit in
it,
the
this could
fucking zone.
definitely go viral
That's
because it's
hilarious.
hilarious. So I'm literally in the mirror just like
You're angry, right?
fighting my
Just going
demons,
ham.
right?
Yeah.
But, like,
Yeah.
but I'm like, here's the thing: like, say if someone's walking past someone,
Yeah.
they're not even staring at the person; they're just staring in the general direction of that
Yeah.
person. You can spin that if any way,
Oh,
especially
100%.
if you have a video, right? So
Totally.
I think that's
Totally.
where that's where I'm like, yo, the whole cancel culture.
Yeah.
People don't really like. They hate. Like they just side with that. Like, oh my god, this guy's definitely
Totally.
Like this.
Yeah,
That's where I have an issue with that.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
Do you have
that's
any?
true.
Do you have any issues with social media, bro, or anything?
With
that
social
peop-
media?
With anything people
No,
do?
because if you think about
No.
it, if you actually think people should be able to say whatever the fuck they want, and then you're out here complaining about what people say, to me isn't that contradictory as F?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
If I want to like get my shit out there, I'll start posting stuff.
No,
Yeah.
but that's not the issue.
Yeah.
Not you posting stuff. But do you think there's something that people do on social media that you're kind of like, yo, why are we doing this?
Yeah.
Bro, I actually don't give a fuck. Like I don't even
Just
use
Like
social
you
media.
just do you.
Like, yeah, you
just do
literally
you.
do.
As long as you're not hurting anybody, man.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
No,
know.
you know what I
yeah.
have a problem with?
Well, that's the thing. Like those like videos of just like shit kicking someone that used to go viral back in our day.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that's
Dude,
so
Josh
different.
Corn, Deckham.
Yeah, like that shit that was before. I mean, TikTok and stuff, it just takes that shit down. But before, it just be Snapchat.
corn.
Just saying, yeah, Deck and Gas corn.
Yo,
I know. Oh,
Chester,
man.
your pre-workout kick is so hard.
I still watch that. Chester, pre-workout hit like sheep. You know that video?
That video's hilarious.
If you don't know that video, then you're fucked. I was showing that video to like a bunch of now and brown people the other day on
That's
Chester.
so funny, man.
Yeah, that
Oh
shit
my
was.
gosh.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
fucking
We had a
man.
lot of. I went to ATSS, so we had a
Same.
lot. Of,
Oh, that's
No,
sick.
I
what?
graduated from ATSS.
Yeah, I went there
What
too.
year?
Yeah, I went there too.
2019.
Oh damn! I was
Yeah.
done university then too. Shit.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, no.
I graduated in 2011.
2011.
Well, that's like near Love Deep. Do you know Love Deep?
You know probably
Yeah,
Love
we
Deep.
went
You know
high
Love
school
Deep, right? Like, he came on our podcast. and stuff.
Yeah.
He was a good homie of ours.
That's
Yeah,
nuts, man.
that's
Yeah.
sick. You went to ATSS? Bro, we got ATSS alumni over here. Let's go,
This
yo.
guy was fucked ATSS. Sick, dude, man.
What?
Because I was doing some shit, bro. I was
No,
getting caught
ATSS
cheating,
took-
and I was getting caught in something.
Wait,
I was in
what?
the office.
ATSS went downhill after you.
I
This guy got
know,
banned from the
man.
parking lot.
Yeah, for
No.
a month, yo.
Why?
My car was too loud.
That's
shit
hilarious.
Yeah, it was like,
The good thing about ATSS, like they had the AP program, so I was
Yeah.
a nerd kid, so I did all of that, and so I got ahead. In my first year of UBC, I was taking a lot of like second year courses and
That's
stuff,
sick, yeah.
so that helped in that regard. But everything else was fucking shit. I'm so
yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
ATSS.
It was. The
Yeah.
building and everything. Yeah. It was
We had,
so
But
shit.
yeah.
we like that school just became like just straight like opene.
Yeah.
Right? And then we had like this. We had like 2 white kids in our class, right?
Oh, wow.
In our entire grad class, right? That was like the diverse. That's the diversity
Oh,
of our
wow,
school, right? Of our grad
really?
class. But thing is, we were so cool with them.
Yeah.
We were like, yo, just come. Like,
Yeah,
well, we need
of
the diversity,
course.
please.
That's how it should be.
Like, we need the diversity,
Oh, we need
please.
the
Like, come,
diversity.
please. Like, please, right? Like, please.
Like one person who's
Dude,
like not
it
around.
goes a long way. So my husband,
Yeah.
he went to he's from Vancouver, so he went to JO, which is a very predominantly brown school, but they have a lot of diversities too.
Yeah.
And then he went to Vancouver College, which is an all boys Catholic school, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there he had so much diversity. So his friend group now is so many types of people
Yeah.
and so many like walks of life, and you can just see the difference it makes for their entire circle, right? Like you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
different cultures, different perspectives, and like just a
Yeah.
mutual kind of respect. And it's really
Yeah.
cool to see them together, because growing up in Abbey, like a lot of my circles were all brown, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you only get that one perspective. So it's cool to see like the
Yeah.
other kind of dimensions.
Yeah, it's kind of
there,
like
yeah.
when you have your like arc or whatever after high school, and then you go like you
You
go
go up
university somewhere to the west, that's
Yeah.
like not here, and then you meet like
Yeah.
other people, and you're like, what the hell?
What? You
I
live
can't,
like this?
I can't say like, yo, what's fucking up and shit. And, like,
Yeah,
you know, like,
exactly.
I gotta be
You
a
gotta
little
like
bit
talk
different
like
now.
a proper banda.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just for a bit, then you go back to your room.
Yeah,
you go back to
they're
your
like,
roots.
fuck it.
They're like, yo,
If
this
you
is
like me,
cool.
like me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, talk so weird and
Went
shit.
to Burnaby right after high school.
Oh,
for,
yeah?
Because went to BCIT, and
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
my god, like this shift in perspective, seeing that many different ethnicities
Yeah.
in one building, I was like, whoa, this is sick.
It's like we're all in our bubble here,
Yeah,
right?
nah,
right? And
we
it's
are.
like it's hard to get out of that bubble.
Well, some people do, some people don't. Some people are just happy here. They go to UFE and
That's
they're still
true.
here their whole
Which
life.
is nothing wrong with
Not
that
sitting
at
in the
all.
country.
Nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
sitting
Yeah.
in the- yeah.
I miss Abby, man. I used to
Really?
think I like wanted to be in Van and whatever, and like I moved to Van when I was 17 for UBC and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
But then now I'm married in there, and I'm like I miss like being in the van.
Really? What do you
Bro,
mean?
it's just
I
quiet
miss
here.
it because we live
Wow.
on a blueberry farm, my parents,
Yeah.
and like it's just beautiful
Well,
and
that's
like
unreal then.
peaceful.
Yeah, that's
and
hella
like
chill.
we moved, like my parents moved there after I graduated. When I was at UBC.
Yeah.
So I didn't like grow up in the farmland. I grew up in like Fairfield area, Rotary Stadium area.
Oh, classic.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
that was
classic
when
area.
everyone lived there
Yeah,
too. It was so
it's
much
literally
fun.
bumping.
But then my parents moved to the farm after, and it's just I love going there. Like
Yeah.
it's so
Yeah,
nice.
Dude, Abby's
It's
starting to
so,
get
so
like a
nice.
lot of development now too.
I know,
Yeah,
yeah,
so it's, like,
totally.
starting-
I'm down to open up another location here.
Honestly, do it.
Really?
Yeah,
You should do
I'm
it.
pretty
We'll
down.
go.
Well, yo,
I'm hyped.
Yeah.
Let's do
Yeah,
it.
you
We'll
should
go there.
scout
We'll story you.
something.
It should be,
Yeah.
dude. You know what my dream like business is to have like a cafe that's open like 24 hours.
Please
like
do it.
Eureka,
That'd be nuts. Please do
and
it.
then having like a creative space, half of it, like you rent it out as a studio or whatever. Like do your shit,
Yeah.
and then have coffee and treats and whatever.
we'll do
24 hours?
24 hours.
That's
Yo.
actually crazy.
I would be
if you
so
pull it
down
off.
with it.
I think people would
Pardon?
love that.
We'll do a pod.
Do
there.
the pod there, like have a pod
We'll do one
room.
episode
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
right?
No,
or
I
like
think-
have a whatever, like super creative.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
would love that. Growing up,
Yeah.
I always like to study at night, but sometimes not at home.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you gotta be somewhere else to focus. Otherwise,
Oh,
always you're laying on the
totally.
couch and shit.
For sure.
And there's literally nowhere to go.
Yeah.
I used to go to this one 24 hours Tim Hortons, and then
Yeah.
like somebody like robbed it or something, and then it was just like
Dude,
12
there's no
hours.
more, right?
There's nothing like that.
Yeah,
at all,
there's no
yeah.
more 24-hour Tim Hortons.
No,
I
you
don't
can't
think.
really go anywhere at night. You
Yeah,
just,
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nuts.
There's a few places in Vancouver, like Brecca. So we live right by the original Brecca.
Oh,
So
really?
that's 24 hours.
Okay.
But it's so packed all the time. Like
100%.
it'll be 3 a.m. and it'll be packed.
Yeah.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Rocco's Diner is the same way here.
Oh, is
Mission.
it?
Yeah, Mission, yeah.
That's a mission. I've never been, but I
Dude,
really
you should
wanna
go. It's good. The
That's a
milkshakes are
smart
good.
way to do it. Their branding is good too, though. I know like some of the
Yeah.
24-hour Denny's were like ass. Like you
Yeah.
go there like 3 a.m. to eat, and literally just like flies flying around.
Oh,
And, like no
really?
one there.
Ew.
Yeah, but like Rocco's is sucks. They
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
brand
movies
too.
and stuff. And
Yeah,
everything.
I know, like
It's-
Riverdale.
Yeah,
all
you
that
gotta
was
attract the bougie people at night, man. You
know.
can't just be like a normal cafe. But if you have that extra
Yeah.
sense of it, that's who's awake at night is these fucking crazy, like creative, cool people
Yeah,
and shit.
this is true.
Yeah, everybody's supposed to sleep like 8 o'clock.
That's true.
And then,
You know, Richmond has a lot of late night places. Like a lot of
Really?
like I think it's just like in Asian culture, like they just stay up later. Yeah,
They have
and
a-
then,
yeah.
right.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
all these bubble tea places are they close at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m.
really? That's
yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick.
Still
late night bubble tea.
have a lot of bubble tea.
I love bubble tea.
I love it
Bubble tea
too.
string pills.
It's so good.
Rav, so one thing I remember we were talking about right before the pod.
Yeah.
You're very passionate about this one topic, right? Weddings, because you have a whole beef with Indian or Punjabi
Yeah.
weddings.
Okay,
So
it's not-
what's the beef, man?
My beef is with the lack of customer service, right?
Okay,
like
explain.
It doesn't take as much effort as you may objectively think to set up like a program, a system to give really good customer service, right? Whether it's replying in a day or 2 days or even like 4 days, but setting parameters in place, I think that's important. So I think the wedding industry, it's come a long way from where I started for sure. But I just think there's this kind of misconception that there's like so much money in weddings, and yes there is, and everyone wants a piece of the pie, but when people start getting the pie, they don't know how to like actually cultivate it to be an actual business. Like you're literally just doing
The bare
tasks.
minimum, right?
You're doing the bare minimum
it's the
to
service.
charge X amount. You're putting no value there.
That's fine.
So if you just put a little bit of value for your customers, they're gonna like you better. You'll
Yeah.
make more money, and you actually have a sound business. So it's just
that's
like
true.
it pisses me off when like the other vendors and stuff like that, they're just like shitting on their clients. It's like, but bro, what did you do?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
what did you put on the table?
That's
like
big, right? Shitting
Like
on your clients.
yeah, I
Just
don't
gotta,
like that
cheaped out
shit.
on
Like no,
this,
these are the
doing
people
this.
that put food on your table. Like you have some respect.
Yeah,
Like I don't know.
yeah.
I was taught that way, right?
Yeah.
Like my dad owns a business, and he's like, no, these people come in, like show them respect.
Yeah.
If they disrespect you, that's a different story. But like they're spending their hard-earned money with you. They
Yeah.
chose you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
give them respect.
Go anywhere. Yeah,
right?
that's just logical. It's
Yeah.
like a level of class that you
But
have, right?
that's the thing. People don't have that logic. They're like, it's like no, it's a almost what's
It's like
that
a pain
word?
in the ass to like have
Yeah,
to work
it's like
with
if you're
someone.
gonna be so ducky
Yeah.
doing something for
Just
someone,
kinda
why are you
not-
doing
Kare
it?
bhaijo aram na.
Exactly. It's just like the
Yapayani.
wrong energy to bring.
Yeah, fully. But it's like
Yeah.
infectious too, because you start bitching, everybody starts bitching, and then those people just like make everyone like that.
Yeah,
It's nuts.
but then the thing is, when they bitch about other clients to other clients, that's such a bad taste in that client's
yeah,
mouth.
yeah.
Like
Like-
if you're bitching about another client to another client, like what are you gonna say about that that client to another client.
Yeah,
right. Then the client's like.
That'd probably weird me out. Like I'd be like,
it
oh,
would
sick,
weird
man.
you out.
You know, and even in general in business,
Totally.
you don't want to know the other person's problems unless you have to.
No.
Because most of the time it's just business. If you're like having coffee or whatever, it's different.
Exactly.
But if people just start ripping it,
Yeah.
it's like, damn,
like,
bro.
what is this
like,
for?
do you have your shit together? Or, like, do you want me
Yeah.
to fucking...
All right, yo. So Rav actually brought us cakes. So we're going to try the cakes and then go into some quick fire questions and some other interesting things. But Rav, what flavor do you want me and Madeline to try? You
so
choose.
our eggless red velvet is like our most popular.
Red velvet?
Red velvet. That's like, it's always eggless. We've always made it eggless. So
okay.
that's why it's like, I don't know. It's really our Oreo cheesecake though is pretty fire, and then the mango.
I'm gonna let you.
I love the
choose.
cheesecake. I'm taking Oreo cheesecake. I told you
Okay,
I love the
Oreo cheesecake red velvet.
Yeah, send it over, man. I'm a cheesecake
Okay,
guy.
so the cheesecake one, so that's the red velvet, yeah. And then the cheesecake ones, yeah, right
This thing's
there.
nice. A nice one, like since day one, it's eggless. Some
Yeah,
things I
man.
feel like they're designed, and then they just take the egg out, and then it's fucked. Like,
Yeah.
dude, growing
So
up-
this is
I
sick.
do have a lot of family members that are eggless.
Yeah.
So I started baking eggless. Like
Oh,
that
that's
was how
sick.
I started.
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
all of my like base recipes are eggless. And so I did the egg stuff after.
Yeah, that's why
So-
it's so sick. I remember growing up, it'd be like friend's birthday party, they bring a cake
Yeah,
to the
they
godora,
can- aw.
and that shit falls apart in your hands,
Yeah.
bro. It's like eating fucking
I know,
sandpaper.
it is.
And I'd be
It's all with
yo.
this one cake mix. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is me kills though, I can tell.
Yeah,
I
I'm
know.
excited.
Honest review of
Honest review.
honest review of Just Cakes by
Everybody
Rav the
knows
Chef.
the rules.
Yeah,
Two
by
bites.
Rav the
Everybody
Chef.
knows the rules.
Two bites is that the
Dave Portnoy?
It's a
Yeah.
TV, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold up.
I
Smell
got you.
test.
Smell test.
Smells pretty skills.
Yeah, it smells lovely. It smells like a,
Smells
smells like
lovely.
a beautiful day. Smells like you fucking like a beautiful
Just
day.
cakes.
Smells like a sunny day and shit.
All right,
Amazing.
let's
This
go.
is great.
What's like the technical name for this? Is it like a mug cake or like?
Wow.
Jar cake.
Jar cake?
Cake
Okay.
in a jar. Yeah.
Wait, why did I blow on it?
That's sick. It hits so smooth.
Really good.
It's actually
I'm
it's like
glad. You had the sweeter one, so you may want to try the other one too.
yeah. It's like all like.
Oh, this is so good.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, the thing is, it's like soft. It's
Yeah.
not like all like weird in texture. It's like literally so soft. It's like eating like a
There's
thing
like
with-
I don't use any preservatives. It's all full butter, all
Yeah.
scratch made,
That's
made with
nuts.
love. Everything's pan done. Yeah.
The real
Just love.
question now.
Yeah.
How many calories is in this?
Don't worry about it.
Bro.
There's no
bro.
calories with dessert. Come on. No, don't worry about it.
Bro said don't do that. Alright.
Not gonna cap. I feel like
That's
maybe
really
like
good.
I should be controversial, but I can't even. It's like a 10 out of 10. It's, like,
Really?
good, yeah.
Oh, that means so much
But
to
at the
me.
same, I'm not like a food guy or a bakery guy. I'll
Yeah.
kind of just like eat what you give me to digest.
Yeah.
But like fucking like I'll tell you like
To
in that sense,
survive.
maybe I'm a better critic because I'm like a real world guy.
True,
You know, like
true,
food
true.
people. I feel like fucking I used to watch food TV
Yeah,
shows.
yeah.
And they can go pretty crazy with like that
Dude.
shit. But I'm just a normal guy. I love
Yeah.
this shit. It's
That's
really
good.
good.
Thanks, man.
Now I'd
Thank
eat
you.
it.
What's your rating?
Velvet's so good. I usually don't eat red velvet because it
Yeah.
always has egg in it.
Yeah.
So this is like I think this is my first jar cake.
No
I've ever
way.
Yeah, I mean,
10
no,
out-
I've had like a creme brulee, but that's different.
Oh,
That's pretty,
wow.
It's like our first like
10 out of
jar
10.
cake.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Check out Just Cakes.
Check
you know?
it out.
Yeah.
Check it out. Link in description.
Yeah, you
My
literally-
husband has never given me a 10 out of 10 or anything.
Really?
No.
No, it's really good.
It's really
I'm a
good.
simple guy though, but
I'm a
it's
simple
really
guy.
good.
I'm not hard to
What
impress.
else would I give a 10 out of 10? Probably like water.
Oh,
Water is good.
water
No,
hits,
much. I don't
you
really
know?
give much like a 10 out of 10. Yeah.
Mucho
like,
burrito for me.
Maybe
is a
like
10.
some
Mucho
fresh.
burrito?
Maybe like some fresh 2% milk is a 10 out of 10. But
With
this shit,
ice? Dod soda? Oh
Dod
my-
soda? Oh, no, I can't do that shit.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
not
so
even my thing.
good.
Or like when I was little, I used to think it was dod soda, but it would be like milk with
And cream
fucking
soda?
cream soda, the pop. And
Yeah.
I'd like literally barf. I'd be like, yo.
Really?
Yeah, man. I'd be like,
Oh,
my
I
papa,
love
what the
it.
fuck is this, bro?
I
Like, I'd
love
get
it.
upset.
How about root beer soda?
Root beer soda?
That's not bad.
So good.
No, I can't fuck with root beer soda.
The mango soda, like the orange creamsicle soda. That one's not
Oh, so good.
bad. Oh, it's not bad.
Orange cream
Bro,
still
I was
protein
a,
sucks,
I was like a little golu molu as a kid.
Dude,
Right? So
I
just ate
still
everything.
am, all right? Like,
Yeah,
No,
I
you're
go
good,
Lumolu
man.
that
Still
hard.
am.
Either I feel like a go Lumolu.
Man,
That's sick.
you know the thing is, right? Like, I love this and I want to eat the whole thing, but
Yeah.
I know it's like I'm like, bro.
Fucking bro, this guy tripping out.
You know
man.
what?
60
You
years
just,
old. You're only
it's
young
okay. It's half your daily intake.
once. God damn.
Actually, no,
what?
but
It's like 700.
700.
Seven,
That's not too
800,
bad. That's not
yeah.
too bad.
I probably need that. I'm trying
So
to bulk up.
one serving, which is half the jar, is about almost 400. Yeah.
That's
Not
sick.
bad.
Yeah.
Yo, you like actually made this industry, like cakes in a jar.
You think so?
I never really
Thank
knew
you.
about
I
it.
appreciate that.
But
I think
when
locally,
I think I
for
still do
Locally.
recognize it. Like I see the stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like hella convenient. Also,
Yeah.
I like how it's a glass jar.
Yeah, I
it's
do
not
too.
like plastic.
Yeah, it's recyclable.
Yeah, and
That's
it's
why.
like breakable.
You know
it's
us,
like
this, you got
premium.
recycling this.
Yeah, it's
right?
premium. That's exactly what we want.
Because the plastic stuff can just be like it's off like a factory warehouse
100%.
line, whatever. Like you don't know.
Totally.
This shit is sick.
Thank you.
Like somebody,
I appreciate
did
it.
somebody
Dude,
make
people
this?
recycle the jars like and use it for like job masala all the time.
That's
I
exactly
get,
what's gonna happen.
I get like
Oh.
snaps or like Instagrams all the time. Like, yo, my entire
Yeah, yeah.
masala cabinet is all jars.
I could put the fucking sog in here, right?
Yes.
And the Just Cakes thing. Yeah, that would be
Tarka in
sick.
there, portioned
No,
out.
bro, you know what's
yeah.
gonna make me depressed? I'm gonna reach into my cupboard, right, thinking it's just cakes, and it's a fucking sog. I like chop at the inside, like the thing.
That's like the sour cream dabbe that are
Yeah.
full with
Or the
sabji.
cookies, the Danish
Oh my
cookies.
god, yeah, the blue tin.
Yeah, the blue tin
and it's
cookies.
always a fucking sewing kit.
Yeah, yeah,
Always
yeah.
a
Or
sewing
atta,
kit.
or atta.
Or atta or buttons. yeah.
Oh God, yeah. Like
That
sewing
brought back
kits and
trauma.
shit.
You know,
Dude, yeah.
you know what my biggest L was when it came to like my mom repacking shit? So there was like a ice cream tub, right?
Yeah.
And she put
Oh, the big vanilla
yeah,
ones,
vanilla
yeah,
one.
yeah,
yeah.
And it was just filled with straight makhani.
Oh.
Right? I went in with a scoop, scooped it out. I took a bite. I instantly wanted to die. And I was like, oh my god.
Just dry scoop the makhani, bro. That's
Dude,
actually
the consistency
wild.
was like, it wasn't like,
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah,
notice
yeah,
it.
It's
I
like
was
crumbly.
Yeah,
He's
because
starving.
I got a whole scoop. I got like the ice cream scooper, so I like rolled it into like a little scoop, and then I put it on an ice cream cone. I was like, yo, this is
damn.
gonna slap.
And then you just munched it.
No, I
That's like
threw
eating
it
like
up.
butter,
That's
bro.
like
That's-
clogging arteries.
That's an
Yeah,
artery
yeah,
waiting to
like
happen, bro. I'm gonna have a stroke.
Holy shit, dude, that's insane.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, no. So, Rav, appreciate the cakes. Everyone, check her Instagram out. Check
Yeah,
the
man.
business out. Go support.
Yo, make one in Abbotsford. There's a
Yeah.
market for this shit.
I
Like,
have
can
my
you-
vending machine in Abbotsford.
Can you make
Yeah,
us
I saw
a?
that.
Pardon?
Can you make us a custom hours before midnight?
Yeah, I'm so down.
go.
I'm so down.
Let's go.
That's
We could
sick.
totally do that.
Man.
Yo, like a black night truffle flavor because hours for midnight.
Ooh.
Black night truffle.
Oh my
Damn, this guy's
god,
fancy.
yeah. Like it
Yeah.
would be like a black magic cake, which is basically
Yeah.
a really rich dark chocolate cake, and then with like a
Solid.
dark chocolate mousse. Oh, that would
Oh,
slap.
That's
That
hot.
actually slaps.
That would be so good.
The after
Must
midnight
do.
cake.
After midnight cake.
After midnight.
Yo,
cake.
that's nuts. We'd plug it
Yeah.
so hard.
Deadass. Now actually,
Bro,
would.
I'd lay legit.
Get Boss
I'd
Exotics
all
on it too.
Yeah, and the after midnight cake.
Done.
Dude, I'm actually pretty down.
I'm down.
We
No,
could
seriously,
totally
we'll
do
hang
it.
up your sign up here.
Yeah, we could get like the labels and everything done
Yeah,
too.
Oh, I'm
yeah.
so
That'd be
down.
really
Dude,
cool.
if we have our own cake,
I'll
like,
put it in the Seven Oaks vending machine for
my
a
parents
couple
will be
weeks.
proud of me. Like that's it.
Yeah,
Really, you
like
gotta
go,
have some
everyone
fucking cake now and
goes.
shit.
I'll
His
be
like chachas going to the
Yeah,
Seven Oaks
it's a
Mall. They're
Seven
like,
Oaks
get there.
I'm gonna go to Seven Oaks. I haven't been there in so long. I used to
Yeah.
walk there with my grandma as a kid.
Aw.
And yeah,
Yeah, it's
good
right
times.
by the Fresh Slice, right next to it.
Oh, okay,
Can't
in the
miss
food
it.
court.
I've
Those
seen
good
it
times.
now.
Yeah.
I remember that's.
Yeah.
Bro, I was like, I know Just Cakes. Like I've seen this stuff
Yeah.
everywhere, right? And then I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, it's from here. Yeah, no. You do cookies and stuff too?
Yeah, like in the stores and stuff.
Nice,
yeah,
not bad.
yeah. We eventually want to like build our product line for the vending machines a little bit more. Like in Japan, dude, they know their shit. Like
Yeah,
for
yeah,
vending,
yeah.
like their vending is nuts.
I watched a lot of
nuts.
videos on it. It's insane, but
Yeah.
it's almost like so little human contact if you
I know,
want to,
that's
right?
true.
It's like I
yeah.
don't know how
That's
to go
true.
with that.
That's true.
But like
I know you like to go to Starbucks and get you human contact with females.
no, I was fucking around. Maybe before, but like now I'll get human contact wherever.
we get it.
Yeah,
That's
Bro's done dirty, man.
Nah,
Shit.
that's dirty.
Yeah. No, man. I was like,
Hello,
to chill.
how are you?
I was like, to chill.
Write my name right.
I was like, yeah. I actually do that one. I'm like, yo, just try MK. My name is too hard to spell. That's my move.
Yo, I started going by
Yeah.
EK because like they couldn't pronounce my name.
really?
Yeah. They
Damn.
kept butchering it, man. I was like,
Yeah.
it's not that hard to say.
Yeah.
That's why I actually started like saying Rav. Like I used to like all the way throughout high school, everyone called me Ravina. No one called me Rav. And then my
Okay.
sister started calling me Rav. And then people just couldn't get, like, they always spelled it Ravina. And I'm like, fuck this shit. Just call me Rav.
I just call you Rav. Really, my only
Yeah.
nicknames used to be Mavi.
Mavi?
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Used to be like Mavi.
guys
No
are
one
too
would call me
similar.
Rav. What if I just steal a Rav name? That was kinda
Wow.
sick. Yeah, what
That's
if I do
mine.
like no, I know I wouldn't do it like that.
MK?
Get us a cake, they're all good.
Yeah. MKEK.
MK, I like that. MK
That was, like,
Ultra? I'm just
We were like
kidding.
thinking of what was it? We were thinking of naming the podcast. We're like MKEK or something.
No,
like,
I love your name. I love
Really?
Hours Before Midnight. It's
"Aw, that
cool.
was
I
good.
like
Thank
hits.
you. You tried
Bro,
to make it
I'm like
unique.
400 calories
I think
deep in this shit. I
sucks.
can't stop.
Still eating it.
Oh my
I
god.
love it.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yo,
My
I'm-
markets
yo.
itself.
Hold up. Yo, Amardeep, yo, I'm so sorry because you're probably going to see this. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's a treat
Just yell at
yourself
me later.
day.
Just, yo, relax.
Just spend like an hour on the treadmill. You're
Bro, I'm
fine.
literally going to after this. I'm punishing myself.
That's sick, yo.
That is so funny.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Bro, it's so good. I'm not even trying to like. I'm
Can
not
you
even
please
capping.
clip this and send it to me
Yeah,
so I can repurpose
You can post it. You can repurpose
Dude,
it.
like,
Totally.
yo,
It's
you don't
uncontrollable.
understand.
Straight up ad.
Yeah.
Okay, Rob, you actually don't understand. I'm so like I'm so picky when it comes to
Deprived.
eating.
Making me.
Yeah.
This guy knows too. I don't eat shit just all day.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
at
What do you
all.
mean?
Like
It has
I
to be like calculated.
I measure my food
Oh damn.
by the
dude.
gram,
Wow. That's wild.
right? Like my protein powder gets
Yeah.
measured by the
This guy
gram.
doesn't live in the moment.
Wow.
Hell no.
Holy.
It's like a scale and shit.
I have a scale at
Wow.
home. So this guy just fucking munches it. I'm
You
just
ready
like
to munch out?
the fact I'm doing this is actually nuts because I
Wow.
don't do this.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yo, man,
Love
that's actually
it.
really good. Yo,
I love it.
damn, that's a whole fucking ad.
You know, like,
I know, it's
honestly, like, you gotta keep an open mind because I was like not a dessert guy before.
Yeah.
I never got into cakes, but this shit bangs, yo. Like, I would have
Because
this.
we're used to like shit that tastes like sugar, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
like
fucking jalebi is like
Yeah,
straight up.
exactly.
Gulab jamun, this shit tastes the same.
dude, we just came out with the rasmalai cheesecake, and people hear that and they just think diabetes, right?
Yeah.
But dude, it is so light. It is so
Really?
like it's
low
so
sugar
good.
Do you use
Oh my
like
God.
do you use any like artificial sweeteners or is it all
No,
just
everything is straight up real food.
so it's not like stevia, no sucralose,
Nope,
nothing?
nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
Not bad. That's
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
good.
it's good. It's legit.
Yeah.
Bro, it's like just man. I'm actually like I'm down to try more cake, yo. This is so
What's
bad.
that one? This one looks.
That one's actually really good. It's actually quite low in cal.
Which one,
Like
really?
the mango one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, the
But,
mango. It's mango. I thought it was a creme
Yeah.
brulee.
No, it's a eggless and gluten-free mango cheesecake.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
Have a
We'll
bite.
try
Have a
that.
bite.
We'll try that. We'll try
We'll
one.
try
Just
that.
one bite. It's okay.
man.
This is how I get
guy's
people.
done.
Penny.
Yeah.
Penny, how to do it.
Have the Jordan, please.
Save it for the wedding one day. Like, holy
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. That's
Oh my
hilarious.
god.
Now you have to. Yeah.
Yeah, we made a deal off the pod, so Rav is going to be the chef for
Oh,
the.
it smells like a mango milkshake, like a mango shake in India.
Beautiful.
Professional scoop it. You get like
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
get
like-
all of the components in.
Oh, fuck it, man. I'll get it from the side.
every sector.
Yeah,
Every
every,
sector's
every little
crazy.
bit. Every little bit.
Yo, holy.
The texture is way different.
Yeah.
Rav, you gotta stop, yo.
Yeah.
You're gonna make me.
The
You're gonna make
mango's sick.
good,
I wish
eh?
there was more mango almost.
Oh really?
Yeah, mango's
okay,
really
that's
good.
good feedback.
Yeah.
Sick.
It's like
it tastes like legit,
It
like
just tastes like mango, like-
Mango shake.
Because it's pure mango.
yeah, it's just pure mango.
Yeah.
I thought it
love
tastes
mango
like the
too.
different mango.
No.
Dinner this
It's
season
not
does that.
artificial mango, right? That's the thing. We think like mango, strawberry, cherry, whatever. We think candy. Like we think like the artificial stuff, but like we try our very best to just use
Yeah.
All right.
natural.
Top, that's
Natural
top, first class.
First class.
S tier? Is that what the top tier
S
is? That's
tier.
what the fucking
S
kids
tier?
call it, man?
S tier?
S tier.
S tier
I-
means
I-
top tier?
Top to God
Dude,
tier.
I can't
G tier?
keep up with all this shit.
You know what Riz means?
S tier.
Pardon?
You know what Riz means?
Riz
You know
is
what the
like-
fucking Riz means,
Yeah,
man.
hold on,
like
She's not
Riz.
saying grooving.
I don't know what like the actual definition, but like if you have Riz, like you got like
Yeah, you know it's
You
charisma.
got game.
It's charisma.
charisma.
Yeah, charisma.
Ah.
Yeah. Equals Riz.
Damn.
Yeah.
But like I
Yeah.
felt like Riz is a little bit more like when you talk about like flirting and
Yeah,
things
It
like
is
that,
to an
right?
extent,
That type of shit.
but this
But
guy,
it means like
Yeah.
others for
this guy uses it as like, yo, if someone comes to my house, I just have Riz go like take care of them, you know,
Yeah,
like,
like
John-
give them plates and shit.
like
I
Josh
was just saying, like when
Plumber.
people first started coming to my house for the podcast, I'd always be like, yo, like what do I do? Like they just saying, but then I learned you get them plates, you get them cup, you get pizza and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Now I got that social risk, yo, when people come over. It's like
Social
inherited. I was like asking my
So
mom,
let-
I was like, how do you be
this is-
hospitable? I'm
That's-
learning the customer
that's
service at the Desi wedding industry.
I
Couldn't
love it.
learn, man. That's
There
it.
you go, come on.
This guy got the Riz when he walks into Starbucks too. But that was
Yeah,
was trying
I
to
know,
be-
right?
I got beating the shit out of me. man.
You can call me
Hypothetical.
MK.
Hypothetical.
He's talking to the
No,
girls.
like,
You can call me
One
MK.
time I was like, yo, call me MK. And they're like, yo, how do you spell your name? And no, then they spelled it perfectly right. They guessed it. And that
Yeah.
actually made my day.
Oh,
They were
good.
like, oh, no one can spell your name. What's your name? I was like, Munrab. Usually everybody like butchers it.
Mm-hmm.
How did they
They
butcher
go like,
it?
I don't know. They just fuck it up, man.
What
It's- I don't
Starbucks did you go to?
This is like a different cafe, actually.
Oh.
This is, like, a
It's
cool
just not
cafe.
Starbucks.
Because then, what was I gonna say? Because I feel like the Starbucks that have a lot of upland people, they know how to spell.
Yeah,
Like the Scott
But this was some
Road.
genie, man. So it was wild.
Oh damn!
Yeah,
even
yeah.
better.
Yeah, she like fully spelled it. I didn't even ask. I was like, oh, damn.
Damn,
So that's
good
it.
job,
Then
good
I was like,
job.
yo, I'll be back. And I never went back. That was like 4 months ago.
Wow, you
Yeah.
should go back. She's probably waiting for you.
No, man.
Instigating
At
those
that point, it's too much. You know, it's like, nah, you can't be going out of your way to go to the cafe. And here's like,
Why?
nah.
Why not?
Huh? Because, man. There's guys all the time about it.
Man.
Like, she's not even. What if you
So
go all the way
so
there?
this is the 40th law.
What if you go all the way there and the person doesn't remember
you're
you?
manipulating the situation.
No, man. What if the person doesn't remember you when you get there? And then you're like, I'm a fucking do like I can't. It's like, yo, it's better to just not go there. Leave it in your dreams. It's like, yeah, like
Leave it
maybe
in
it
your
would.
dreams.
Maybe it was nice. nice
This guy's
videos,
fully
eh?
having like daydreams
Yeah,
with
like,
this
leave it in
genie.
there, like,
That's spelled
that's
his
it.
name right.
Saying no pyar bhai.
Paul किसी ने मेरा नाम
That
नहीं
was a good time.
ठीक
Yo,
तरह
when
रखा.
someone makes your day, you remember. I'm
Of
not
course,
gonna lie.
you remember.
Yeah,
it.
that's cute. That's cute.
That's cute. That could be a really cute
Yeah, that's
first chapter.
Now you're going back, yo.
Rav,
God damn.
so we
So-
have to end off the podcast. We have some quick fire questions, right? And this is just you obviously. It's gonna be a little bit. You can choose what you want to answer, what you
Sure.
don't. So let's get into it. So, what's the worst and best choice in business you've ever made?
Okay. Worst choice is spending like 14K on like packaging and just random shit I didn't need.
Okay.
I lost a lot of money real quick.
Oh.
Yeah.
Best choice was to hire my husband as my CFO.
Aw, damn, that's crazy. That's so
Yeah.
controversial. Fucking TikTok would tell you not to do it.
No,
You
man,
didn't. It's
I
good.
did it.
Yeah.
I think it's
Financial
amazing.
officer. That's freaking
yeah.
amazing.
That's
It's
So,
amazing.
like, how was the process though? Like,
It was pretty good. Like, obviously, like, he's seen the come up of the business. Like, so quick story about how we met is, so we met in Punjabi class at UBC.
no way.
Yeah, we
That's
did.
sick,
we
yo.
actually have a really cute love
Yeah,
story.
yeah,
But anyways,
not to brag.
so we
Not to brag.
Yeah.
what?
Humble flex, not to
She
brag.
did the little humble flex.
Yeah.
We have a really cute relationship. Y'all can't relate. Y'all cannot relate.
Too bad, so sad. But no, we met in Punjabi class. That's where we met. Like, I knew him, he knew me, and I was in another relationship at the time. My second year, we were in Sikh history class together.
Oh,
I was now
damn.
single.
There's UBC class?
UBC.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, they had some pretty good classes and
crazy.
stuff. Yeah, so we were in Sikh history class, we were in the same study group, and we just started talking. He's like, I think you're cute. I was like, I think you're cute, and like, that's how it started.
that's it, yeah.
But then one of the first conversations we had, he asked me about like the cake thing because it was on Facebook Messenger, and so he asked me, he was like, oh, what's this cake stuff you're posting? I was like, oh, I have like a little business. He's like, I gotta be a judge of the cupcakes, man. He's like, you can say like you're good all you want, but I need to try it. I'm like, okay. Bet tomorrow I'm gonna bring some cupcakes. So I made him chocolate Reese cupcakes. I brought them to his class break, and that's how we like kind of started talking and stuff. And so he's seen literally the come up of since then to what it is now. And so it's been pretty awesome because he's been a really good partner in the sense that like he's let me do my thing. Like I was very forthright in the sense of I'm gonna do me, my business is my priority, everything else comes second.
Yeah.
And he was cool with that. And
That's
you don't have a lot of people,
Yeah.
men or women,
Yeah.
that would be okay with their partner saying shit like that, right?
Yeah.
And then so when we get to this point of our business and he's like so invested already and he's been such a good support and he's an accountant as well.
Ah,
So it
sick.
just kind of like made sense, right? And then now, since we've made that move, like, dude, the stress off my shoulders has been insane, but also the way that we're now working together is like quite like beautiful. Like to build like a legacy with somebody is like it's something else. It's
That's
not.
just sick.
It's not even just about like the romantic part of the relationship, but it's like about the actual like legacy that you're building that you're hopefully going to be able to show your kids one day.
Yeah,
so it's pretty
that's
cool.
sick.
Yeah.
That's Ekdeep's type of relationship, bro. He loves that shit. He always talks about that.
To build
It's
something with
though,
somebody is crazy.
Yeah, it's actually crazy.
right?
But
Yeah.
it's like an insane gift though. You know, like
Yeah.
you can't really tell before like if somebody
No.
will be that type of person. Like,
Yeah.
It just like happens. It's like
Or
something
be
to thankful for.
consistent, right?
Yeah,
like
be
when
consistent.
I moved to Paris for a little bit to study
Oh, did you?
pastry.
Yeah, I read that. I read that.
Yeah,
You went to
and then so
Paris.
he came. Like he came to see me and visit
Wow.
me and whatever. And like that, like also just goes to show, right? Like the
Yeah.
effort that someone's like willing to put in for you, and the like long lastingness of it.
Long
They're
long
able
distance,
to or willing to endure that for you,
Yeah.
and
That's
that's
good.
like super
Yeah.
special.
Long
Yeah.
distance is
That's
tough. It
it.
usually breaks people, right? So it's good that
Nah,
like,
some people makes them stronger too. Relationships are so wild like that.
They
Like
are-
there's no like
they are
one
wild.
rule for it.
No, there
I
isn't.
realized I had all these rules in my head. Like this is this, but I was like, yo,
Yeah,
there's an
it
exception
it
to
has to
everything.
be what works for you, right?
Yeah, literally.
And just having that open.
bring a
like,
tear to Manuel's eyes, man.
No, man, we were talking about it. You're pretty
moved
sick. I'm happy for it. Can I not be happy for it?
Thanks,
that
man.
things are going
Appreciate
great.
it.
No, I'm
Thanks
You
for
get
doing it.
salty that you don't have that, bro. You're salty that you don't have that, but it's okay. You're like 10. You're like only 22 years old. Bro. We'll see.
Wow,
We'll see.
you got
Yeah.
dude. Wait,
My cousin's getting married next year in
Yeah.
Surrey.
sure,
So I know he's looking for someone to get cakes.
Sure.
So now we have a connect. Let's go.
no problem.
Chocolate.
Yeah.
Charge him. Don't
Charge him. Don't
Make
give it
sure.
for free.
Charge
Don't
him.
give it
I
for free.
charge
Well,
everybody.
that's the thing, though.
No, actually, no. I'm being serious. Like,
People
we're
really
not.
support your business. They should.
Yeah.
But
support
that's
your
the thing,
business.
right? That was actually like when I was kind of in the beginning part of my journey, and friends and family would ask for like free cakes and discounts. In the beginning, I was like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, if you really like want to see me go far, you would pay for this.
Yeah. It's
right?
almost like in our culture to get that deal, but it's like, yo, I fucking love like spending money where I know it'll make someone feel good.
Exactly.
Because you can't do that, right?
Exactly,
so like, you spend your money on most things, no one gives a shit. If you can do something like that, you should do it, man.
Totally.
I wish more people were like that.
It goes like such a long way.
Yeah, it's nuts, man.
Yeah,
like,
but it's wild that like when you make it whatever, whenever you're on your journey, you notice that the people closest to you are the quietest when it comes to your support. The people that don't even know you are the loudest.
100%.
It's crazy, and that like gets to me sometimes.
Really?
Like,
are they quiet or like are they like?
No, so I guess like I don't know. I struggle with a lot of like people that I grew up with and whatever, like haven't been as supportive, and it like really fucked with me.
Yeah,
and I'm like, why? Like, am I doing
they
something wrong? No, it's not even about that. And like they're doing great in their lives, but like, why can't you support me? Like, if you say you're my friend, why aren't you supporting me? And you get in your head about it. And it's like, okay, then that's not a real friend, right?
Yeah, no, not
like,
at all.
I have a quote for this. Right? So, do you know what it is? It's, I don't even know, quote. It's like someone said this. I saw this somewhere, but it was like, your friends want you to do good, but not like people
better
close to you,
them.
not better than them though. Exactly, right? But not even your friends necessarily. Just people that are around you want you to do good, but not better than them, because then they start feeling like, yo, what the fuck? Right?
They're not doing enough.
You can't even like hold it against them. You just gotta like silently move on, because if you hold on to it, it uses your energy too,
That's
right?
true.
This is why I have like two real friends that like every step of the way they're just like, yo, we knew you had it in you, like you have it in you and shit. Like you're that like special, like born on the cusp of Gemini and Cancer and shit. And that's it. Like just I can count them on like half a hand. Like that's it.
Wow.
I have 5, right? And then this guy's one of them now.
So, I got like 3, 4.
That's good though. Everybody else is lovely too.
Everyone's
of
lovely.
course. It's not about that. And like again, you can't hate on them for not supporting you. That's fine. If you don't want to support me, that's fine. You don't have to. But like don't be a dick.
Don't do this whole two-faced shit though. Like I'm like, oh, like, bro, I love your shit, and then like behind my back talking like, oh, that guy's
exactly like, oh, like who does she think she is? Like I get a lot of that shit. I get a lot of hate like that.
Okay, so let's talk about that. So the hate comments that you usually get, would you say like mostly online, or is it more in person?
It's more online for sure. I've had the odd people come into the store like, you look so much better on your Instagram than you do in person. I'm
that's
like, thanks, bro.
That's powerful.
I mean, I guess because you have thick skin, but I would probably call someone out. I'd be like, you look like shit compared to your Instagram too.
I just don't say anything. I'm like, thanks, thank you.
I'm not gonna lie.
Do they spend money there? They don't even spend money.
No, they're like regular clients.
And then they spend money.
Oh, that's
okay.
Whatever.
I retaliated the other day, like
Pardon?
every week. I retaliated with someone. They said some stupid shit to me, and I made some like out of pocket comment.
Like what?
Some person came up to me and it was like, the funniest thing about it, I get this comment sometimes too. They're like, oh yeah, you don't look good. Like it was just like a photo shoot thing, and they're like, yeah, you just don't look good, bro. I don't think you should.
Yeah, people don't like his photo shoots.
Yeah, they're like, you shouldn't model, right? Or not model, just do photo shoots in general. And I was like, sick, great. And then I asked the person, it was a girl too. I was like, hey, are you single? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, I can tell why. I can see why. And I just walked away.
Damn, that's fucking.
Ended her career.
But like,
bro,
you actually ended her career.
No, because bro, here's the thing, right? The funny thing about it too was she had a group of people behind her that were just like they had my shit pulled up. I could see it on their phone.
Yeah.
And I think they were trying to get a reaction out of me.
Of course.
But the fact that
that's usually what it is. You have to bully someone for that. That's fucking. You know what? You can be, not a conventionally attractive person, but your personality and your charisma, your riz, is what's going to make you attractive.
And
honestly,
attraction is all subjective too.
It's all subjective.
Like there could be people out there think you're a 10, people 100%. Think you're a 6. Some people don't even like sings for no fucking reason. They're just like, yo, here's a pog. And then that doesn't mean you're actually not like.
That was her reasoning.
So ridiculous.
That was her reasoning.
That's so ridiculous.
She was like, yo, because you're a sing, like you just can't do this photo shoot shit. And I'm like,
that's fucking so dumb.
What?
Yeah,
excuse me?
Yeah, I was like, excuse me. I was like,
that makes me mad.
Bro, I wasn't even mad. I was just caught off guard. I was like,
score up a photo shoot right now.
Wow, I'll be like, yo, not my fault, man. I'm ripping out the photo
Jesus. Yeah.
I
had this one TikTok account that just like was incessantly like just obsessed about like commenting on every fucking thing that I'm a part of, like things I'm tagged on and whatever.
People like that.
Calling me like an alcoholic and whiny and all this kind of shit. And I'm like,
was it a fake account?
Yeah, fake account.
Yeah.
LeBron James, something, whatever.
I think this account did the same shit to us.
Oh, really?
Something
or some fucker in his basement.
Yeah, exactly. Like, get a life, man. If you have to do that to like get yourself entertainment, like,
that's wild.
You know what? You know what's the best thing about this whole situation with the podcast? Initially, obviously, we get the stupid hate or whatever, but now the amount of like people on the team that just manage everything for us.
Amazing.
So I don't even have.
You don't even see it.
I don't even have to look at the shit anymore.
Yeah.
But it's not like it's fine as there. Like it's
Yeah.
almost good, bro. Like,
Honestly,
it makes it harder for
yeah.
the competition to fucking grow. Like,
Totally.
No, I don't think like that. But I mean, like it's just a
But
test, right?
No,
it's like,
of
do you
course.
really want it?
Okay, so I don't like comments like that because business. This is a business.
Oh yeah.
It's a fucking competition.
Yeah. Business
Say
is a
it.
fucking competition.
Right?
Fuck yeah, like it's us, man. End of the day, like I
say
look
it.
in the mirror and I want to be the man, bro. Like
Well, of
I want to be
course.
the best,
Well,
right?
of course, you don't want to be any Tom, Dick,
Kobe
and
Bryant
Harry.
wasn't like, yo, I want to be nice to the fucking other people.
No,
no.
competition is ingrained in the human condition, and we
Yeah.
need to accept that.
Yeah,
no
yeah.
more fucking participation ribbons.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
so
yeah.
sorry.
God damn.
Like, no, it's not about that,
You're real
right?
about
Yeah,
like,
that's
I
true.
don't agree with that. It's you don't hurt people like to get
Yeah.
yourself up. That's not the way to do it.
Yeah.
You do things focused and tunnel vision, whatever, the Mamba mentality, whatever.
Yeah.
And if you are prepared and if you are objectively better, you will win.
Yeah, and then overall it
That's
makes
all it
everyone
is.
better. It makes society better if everybody's trying to do their
and
best.
then hopefully your competition, whoever it may be, hopefully they'll learn, plan, get better, and then they'll beat you. And then it's a cycle,
not-
and that's how you get good business.
yeah.
Yeah.
literally,
All right.
that's
And
sick,
strong
yeah.
industry.
Next quick fire question
Yeah.
for you. All right. What is the most expensive cake that someone's ever purchased for you? You don't have to give us a number if you don't want to, but
Yeah.
like, do you
How's cake?
how
What
big
was
was
the-
the cake? What was the cake?
A paid cake, it was about $3,000.
What?
Yep. And it was last.
You put gold on it or something?
Yeah.
No, $3,000 is
Put gold
pretty,
on it?
is like
Yeah.
industry.
You put gold on it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Damn, gold
You like put
plated
gold
cake.
shavings?
Yeah,
What happens if
gold
you eat-
sheets. Like I
my
buy
God.
edible gold sheets, and that's actually very
You can
popular.
like shit them out. Like you can digest gold. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, you can eat gold. Gold is edible. 24 karat gold is edible.
Bro,
That's from
you
munching
imagine
out.
shitting out gold. That's
Yeah.
Imagine like
next
you're
level
like
rich.
starving.
That's next level rich.
Imagine you're like starving to death and
Yeah.
you go through like your grandma's drawer and just like eat her freaking Bengal or something.
Yeah,
That's wild.
it was 2,800, something like that. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
How big was the cake though?
it was 7 tiers,
Jeez.
something like that. Yeah,
Up for a Apna wedding or was it for like a?
it was an up and a wedding. Yeah.
Makes sense.
What was I gonna say? The biggest cake I've ever made was on TV. It was like 5 feet tall or no, actually, my own wedding cake was my biggest cake. Yeah,
It has to be.
it was so obnoxious.
Was it actually?
It was
That's sick.
so.
Did you finish or did it go to waste?
It was fake. It was just a styrofoam
Oh,
cake.
that's sick.
Just the backside was real that we cut into.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
so
yeah,
cool.
So you know
Wanna see
what?
a
That's
picture.
okay. That's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Most people do that. Like most people just have the
Get a
little bit,
huge cake.
or not even a huge cake. Like it could be like today. It was 2 tiers real, and then 1 tier was fake, just for the look of it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then so that way they don't have to waste cake.
That's smart though, because
That's
wasting
insane.
food, like especially paying
Yeah,
that much,
yeah.
like it's a
I
waste.
tell people all the time. I was like, I'd rather you not waste food. Like just get what you need.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it weird seeing yourself on TV though?
In the beginning, yeah. Then I got used to it.
Oh, look at her.
Now you're like, I'm just
Media
like, yeah.
specialist.
Yeah, that's me.
And then I got
That's
used to it,
crazy.
and it's
Yeah,
but
that's
yeah, the first appearance. I mean, I did a few like TV things like with UBC, not with the cake side of things. So I was co-president of Bunger Club as well. So I did a couple things there, and then with the cake stuff, I was on the Big Bake to compete, and then that was my first kind of like bigger kind of media thing.
Yeah.
And then I won that, and then Wall of Bakers. Then I was like a proper judge, right, for half the season.
Yeah.
So then I was in Toronto. We were filming every day. So
Bro, it's like
yeah, then it gets used
multi-talented
to
as
it.
fuck,
That's
man.
multi-talented.
Multi-talented as a
That's
bangada,
sick, man.
UBC degree.
You know, obviously she's got haters, bro. She's fucking popping off.
Yeah,
She's doing it
haters.
all. That's how it is.
Right.
You ain't got
You're
haters,
popping.
you get popping,
There you
right?
go.
Popping, man. That's
Alright.
part of it.
Who's been the coolest / most famous person that you've met on your journey thus far?
Food wise,
Just in general.
Oh my god, dude, I can't even think right now.
Bro met 50 cents clone the other day.
I mean, I made when Diljit was filming Honsarak, I made all of his cheat meals for him.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I didn't get to meet him,
Aw.
but I made his wrap-up cake and his cheat meal, like pastries and stuff. His manager would order one every week. So that was cool. I've met a lot of like people, really big people in like the food industry. So like Anna Olsen, I don't know if you guys know who that is. That's like Canadian Martha Stewart, essentially.
Okay.
So she's really big. I watched her growing up
Okay.
and things.
Damn, that's
Yeah,
sick.
it was really cool. And then
That's
the
crazy.
guy that judged the first show I was on, Ron Ben Israel, he's like my idol when it comes to wedding cakes and stuff. He's so talented.
Sick,
So
sick.
that was really cool. I feel like I have met other people and I just can't
All
remember.
good.
It's all good.
But
all
like
good.
I don't know, that sticks to my head.
I don't
Oh,
know.
good.
Shout out. That's sick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I have a funny question for you. So
What?
you've seen Hell's Kitchen, right?
Yeah.
So would you do like a segment of Hell's Kitchen?
in like a bakery.
Would you be like Gordon Ramsay?
100% I would. 100% that would be a dream.
Here's my proposal to you. I was actually gonna ask you this off the pod, but I'll do it on the pod. Why not? So I want to make a YouTube video where we get someone to just yell at us, but while teaching us how to bake. Would you be willing to be? Let's go.
Please, let me do it. Please. Oh my god.
Can we do it at your bakery?
Yes, 100%. So my warehouse is almost done. It's about 3 to 4 weeks out, and so like there we're making a classroom. So so then you guys can do it there.
We're gonna do a cooking video.
Oh my god.
I need you to be like full on Gordon Ramsay.
I'm gonna be a full ass bitch. Like don't even worry. Even on Wall of Bakers, like there's a couple episodes where I'm like a little too much.
Bro, if I don't
get into it, I was like shit. I was like live tweeting one episode. I was like, fuck. I'm actually such a bitch.
Yo, live tweeting on an episode is crazy. If you don't make one of the contestants cry or almost cry, you failed.
I did that on my first day as being a judge on Food Network.
Oh man, how did that feel?
I was really.
Were you sad?
You felt bad?
I felt so bad.
No,
I mean, it was first round. I was one of the first judges.
What'd you
He
say?
made little donuts filled with strawberry cream, and I was like, "This isn't even filled." And I was just like, "Brown girl, bitch," basically. And I was like, "No, like I expected more. This missed the mark for me." And then he got eliminated, and then at the break, we're all having lunch, and he catches me in the stairway. He's like, "Chef, I'm so sorry. I'm so much better than that." I was like, oh, "I'm so sorry."
Aww.
Like, I feel so bad. I was like, "You did great. It was just for the camera."
At least
Oh
there's
my
a happy
God.
ending. At least there's a happy ending.
Yeah, no, he was good.
Yeah,
He was good. It was a unanimous decision.
No, you probably don't give a shit. You probably just say whatever, right?
Okay, man. It's part of the character.
Judge's job.
It's part of the character.
It's part of the character.
It is
But
what it
yeah, I don't necessarily want to be like a total yacht. But
It's all good, man. Fuck it. You're gonna be for the video though.
Pardon? Yeah, I will for the
I have
video.
never baked in my life. I can cook. I can't
That's
bake.
okay, but that's what's gonna make it
That's
good
what
though.
Man, me and you should do this together.
What?
For the bake video.
Yeah.
100%,
Oh, yeah.
100%.
We'll do two like
Okay.
section. Like you guys have to compete.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
You just judge who's better. Just shit.
100%. It's like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Make
Why are you
jalebia.
doing it this way?
Make jalebi or something.
Jalebi are pretty easy to make.
it's a
Bro,
shake.
you don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't know how to bake.
Okay,
If you want me to
you're
make
fine.
pasta, pizza,
You're fine.
like anything like that,
Yeah.
you know, casserole, I don't know, I'll figure it out, but like I can do it. But casserole,
Baking.
bro, what the
The
hell?
thing is, baking is like a science. You have to be
Exactly.
so exact.
I'm an engineer,
That makes sense.
not a scientist.
That makes sense.
I mean, it's close enough.
Yeah, close enough.
But like, still, yeah.
All right, if you want me to do math and shit, like measurements,
Yeah.
got you. Okay, this is the quick fire questions that I think me and you have a little fun on right now.
Okay.
Have you ever encountered any drama while delivering any type of goods to a wedding?
Oh my god, all the time.
What's
All the
the
time?
Oh my god, what's the hot goss?
what's the tea?
Let's say, I mean, I'm usually like the fly on the wall because like the cake is such a small part.
Yeah.
But then there's been issues where like, oh my god, this one wedding last summer, couple, right? So the mom of the son, she was adamant she wanted to do a mother-son dance, first dance at the reception.
So the Dissy wedding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mother-son dance.
Okay.
And then the bride was
Yeah.
like, she's like, if that woman does that, like, there's no reception.
Oh, what?
Oh,
Yeah.
The
There's no
bride said that?
reception?
The bride said that.
It
They're
was
like,
that
no.
bad?
It was
Damn,
that
that's
bad.
She's that
insane.
jealous.
They like hated each other.
At the wedding.
It was
too.
wild. The wedding planners were
Holy.
like, what the fuck do we do?
Yeah, what do you do?
There's been a bunch of issues where like the decorator doesn't get along with like the DJ or like
Yeah,
or
the DJ doesn't get along
whatever.
with,
Or
90%
like,
people,
yeah,
man.
you broke my table last day at Bombay Banquet Hall. You
Yeah.
owe me $1,000. Da 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 da.
Oh,
Like, there's
I
so
saw
much
that.
stuff like that.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
Have you ever been dragged into any relationship drama?
Maybe when I was younger.
Relationship
Yeah.
counselor by any chance?
Pardon?
Have you been like a counselor? for
Oh,
anyone?
all the time, man.
Yeah,
I don't know
legit.
why people just come to me with their problems.
I feel like it's because
That's sick.
you probably
I
play
think
like,
you give out good vibes for that.
Yeah,
type of thing.
I
You're,
guess
like,
so.
happy,
Like
optimistic.
open and whatever, and like yeah, I'm a
I
mediator
would
for
compete
sure.
with like a Starbucks barista or something. I'd be like,
Yo,
what
man, I
should I do?
saw this
Yo,
girl.
No, but the
Remember
thing is,
Remember me?
Rav would play devil's advocate though too.
I do play devil's advocate.
you'd
It's
be
like flip the script,
Yeah,
right?
be
Like,
yo, like this is sick, but what if it went
yeah,
like this?
exactly. Like
Yeah.
if like let's say a girl is complaining about her guy doing something, it's like, okay, what if oh my god, what if it was reversed?
Yeah.
What would you do then? Because like we have this inherent bias of if a woman does something versus a male does something, right?
Yeah.
But it's like we don't think about the flip side.
Yeah, that's
Exactly,
true.
but it's
Right?
also because you're innately biased because you're what you are, right?
Yeah, totally.
Which is fine, right? I
Totally.
guess you're born with it. You grow
Yeah.
up like that. It's all good.
For sure.
Yeah. But final question before we end it off.
Okay.
I think I have to ask this: being from the Lower Mainland,
Yeah.
obviously being brown,
Uh-huh.
right? be honest, right? Growing up, right? Would you say like, you know how we have that like Surrey Jack culture almost in Surrey, like guys and stuff, right? How bad was it growing up? Like, was it worse back then, do you think now? Or do you think it's worse, like, or do you think it's still the same?
That's such a good question. I think,
because like I still feel like the whole Bear Creek thing, like it's not as bad.
it's not as bad. I will say it's not as bad because I work with like a lot of kids with the school district with doing workshops and stuff like for baking and stuff with them too. So like you see these like young boys come in and they look like the typical Surrey Jack, like, and I hate using that term, but they talk to you and they're so eloquent. And they're so well poised and like they have great arguments. I was like, man, I misjudged you. I've said that to a couple of kids before. I'm like, I misjudged you because of the way you like to dress. Why should I judge someone on the way that they like to dress? It's their form of expression, right? So in that regard, I would say it's less than when we went to school. When we went to school, you know, you did grow up around like that kind of culture almost, right? Like I know, you know, of people that were like in gangs and things like that. Sure, that still exists, obviously. But I don't know. I think like the whole like that lingo of like Surrey Jack and whatever else was a little bit more when I was in
overplayed back then.
Or maybe I just was around it more. Or maybe I was around it more. But like it's really cool to see like how like they're, I guess from what I've seen is that, you know, these especially young boys, they're just like smashing that stereotype for sure. For me, because I see the way they talk and they're articulate and they make great arguments, and I'm like literally having like a deep conversation about shit that like I didn't even realize that they would care about because I have this judgment in my head that Surrey Jacks don't care about this, right? So it's cool.
People. Maybe I misjudge people now too. That I don't think of it.
Right? I give people the benefit of the doubt. Let them impress you. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right.
Crazy.
All right, Rav.
Wow, I don't want this to end. It was so good.
It was so good. How was your time though?
I had so much fun. I feel so like Dill Cushy right now. That was good.
That was good.
Okay, do you have any?
I had a good time too.
Before we end off the pod, right?
Yeah.
Like obviously you said you enjoyed your time here. We appreciate you as well. We'd love to have you back on in like 6-8 months or whatever.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask, do you have any closing remarks or any piece of advice you want to give to anyone that's looking into getting into the same industry that you are?
You know what? The one thing I will say is a lot of us are children of immigrants, right? So our parents came here to afford us the life that we have right now, the opportunity, the privilege that we have right now. Don't do yourself the disservice to put that to waste. Do something. Don't just trust on mom and dad's money. Don't trust on what they like. You do something with the opportunity that they've given you because otherwise it was all for nothing.
I love that.
Don't let it die with you. Don't let it die with you. That's the one thing I would say. It is your duty to be successful.
That's it.
Whether you want to define success in any terms that makes sense for you, it is your duty to be successful because of what our parents
It's your obligation to
it
them,
is
right?
your obligation. It is your obligation. And it's a duty to yourself and to your legacy. So I believe in that.
Legacy.
I think that's what gets me up in the morning is like it's my duty to be successful in the way I define success.
Do something meaningful. That's exactly what we wanted to take this. End it in the perfect spot.
Appreciate every single one of you guys tuning in for this week's episode. Big shout out to Rav.
Thanks, guys.
Check out Just Cakes. Instagram
or Jar Bar.
Or Jar Bar. Linked in description below. Ours for Midnight Flavor. Hopefully coming soon. We'll discuss off the pod. But I know. Appreciate you guys. See you in a bit. Peace out.
Peace.
Woo!